And welcome to LAWhammer, where we gather every week to play the best campaign ever in my living room. Whoa. Hey. Pretty excited this week because we have ourselves a big fight about to unfold, but we'll get onto that in a moment. I also have, before we begin, a warning to offer. Much like the previous few weeks, our production PC is still down. It's getting repaired, apparently. They fixed the motherboard, changed it, apparently. It will get to us eventually, apparently. So that means that we have a couple of issues to mark. Number one, the sound. Let's move my mic. The sound. The sound might not be great. That's number one.
Definitely won't be good then. Yeah.
The sound. And number two, we don't have a map cam. But if you're watching this on YouTube later, we will be doing some post-production jiggery pokery to try and give you an idea of how everything moved during the course of play. Yeah, we have everything all laid out here. There's also some, right this moment, some handicrafts going on as everyone cuts up tokens and gets ready for a big bosh. So,
I can't feel my fingers, Andy.
Very disappointed I'm not making them this week. Right, so, first things first, like always, let's start with a little bit of experience. Now, we definitely had an experience last week. Last week, our glorious heroes made their way through the catacombs beneath Castle Wittgenstein and encountered, well, a lot of maggots.
Oh, that was just
and some of those really liked Gerhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beyond that, they also encountered something rather nasty down in those catacombs. And somebody may have bargained their immortal fox spirit for it.
No.
Possibly.
Forgotten about that.
No.
Fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's my thing.
Totally fine. So we had that, and eventually they creeped their way up through these catacombs into the Outer Bailey, which is what you can't see on the map sitting in front of me. The Outer Bailey was scoped. You had a quick run round, check where all the bad guys were, pushed one of them off the side of the battlements. Nice job there. He collapsed to the ground, and you saw that that bad guy was made up out of various people stitched together. Not really ideal.
Not at all.
And the last session came to an end as the firecrackers went off to warn all of the bandits, the outlaws, that it was time to assault. So that was actually pretty successful. You got to where you need to be.
For the
we distracted
inner
them.
guards.
Oh yes, you did. Yep.
Except distraction within distraction.
Yeah. Wheels within wheels. Cogs. Spinning cogs. So that being the case, you can all have yourself. I'd say that was very successful for everyone, bar maybe you, mate.
Or very clever. We've got to be that one.
We'll find out soon.
Experience.
So yeah, definitely an experience. So everyone
You
can
learn more from things going badly, some would say.
Okay, exactly. So I'll drop a quick 100 down to everyone.
Nice.
Big hauls. And while they're busy whooping and considering career changes and similar, let me just say that we are this close to having 3,000 people following us over on YouTube. We would very much appreciate if you are watching this right now on YouTube, just going, click, plus, yes, join, yes, awesome. That would be great. If you're over on Twitch, do the same thing. Click that subscription. Thank you very much. Your support means all of the difference. And if you want to be a bit sneaky, there's also those links to Patreon kicking around. Just this saying. So that'll be. Maybe we'll buy ourselves a backup PC for the PC that's.
And more scissors.
And more scissors. Yeah, they're still cutting tokens, as you may notice. Right. So, anything before we begin?
Yeah, short-term ambitions.
Short-term ambitions. Oh, I almost got past them.
Yeah.
Did anyone succeed?
I think I did.
Oh, come on.
I think I saved
So, what was your short-term ambition?
saving someone from drowning.
And who was drowning?
In a s-
Birdie.
in a
And what
s-
were you drowning in?
Maggots.
Now, I had both given her the blessing of breath so she couldn't suffocate,
Yes,
and then caught her and physically helped her get back out of there.
I like this. I like this for two reasons. I like it because, one, the chances of actually saving someone from drowning were really minuscule. But the situation was perfectly, I think, orchestrated. Plus, you were standing over it and really trying to stop people from falling in. Yeah, I'm going to say that matches really well. Get you 50 XP.
It was worth swallowing. all
Anyone
those
else
bugs.
got a short-term ambition they would like to throw?
I'm going to change mine this week to stop someone from dying. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, nice try.
Can I change mine to not eat maggots this week?
You know. Anything else? Are we good?
I'm
I
keeping
can't
mine.
think of a new one.
Kill a guard.
Kill a guard.
Do a fight.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, ambition sorted.
Yeah. Challenge Gerhardt's to a duel.
Would this work for a short-term ambition?
Mhm.
So, because Leopold's been feeling a little bit that he's maybe over-relying on the miracles, and he's maybe got the impression that Sigmar isn't happy with that.
Mhm.
So, like, maybe, like, survive, like, a significant fight without
No,
using...
we'll need to have a clear trigger. I think just surviving fights or whatever is
Well, I was
going
going
to
to say, like, a
inevitably
significant
occur.
encounter. So much like last one, you'd have
We're
to...
going to
you'd
have a
to-
significant encounter here. Of that, there's
But,
no
no,
doubt.
but I mean, without using a miracle. Or without invoking a miracle.
But why would you do that to us?
Okay, fine, I won't do that then. I'll
We
think
do
of-
not
think of the
like your
party.
short
Think of the party.
miracle because
do it
we're
anyway.
selfish.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, love
Sure
it.
game.
Are we all ready for episode 18?
Ready as we'll ever be.
All right. So without any further ado, let us start episode 18. Oh, blah, blah. With a bang, a crack, and a flash of light, the ambush, the assault on the outer keep began. Now, I apologise one more time. We don't have the map available for you all to see, but if you're watching this later on YouTube, you'll hopefully get a good idea of where we're moving around. We're going to describe a little bit more about what we're doing to ensure that you all get an idea of where our PCs are currently scrabbling from one section of the castle to another, hopefully resolving this big mess down here. So, at the assault first turn, we turn to our PCs. You're the ones that set off the ambush. Everybody on the outside is prepared for this, so they get to do an action this turn. Everyone on the inside, hopefully our bad guys, are not prepared, so they won't get to do anything. So top of the initiative round, Alaminawive. So you're currently sitting down at the
And is there a way
bottom.
up to that guard at the top of the...
There is no clear way up to the stairs in there, although you do know that there's stairs on the inside.
Yeah, so I think that was our plan. Our little group was to go in there, go up, and deal with that guard. And
Okay, so
anyone
you're
else
telling you
other ones
going
we
up
find.
to the stairs at the south of the keep. How about yourself, Birdie? You doing the same thing?
Where she goes.
Yep,
I'll
where
go.
she goes, you go. Brother Leopold, you're up on the walls looking down as you see all across the grass and the hills and the stones there. Heads popping up, bows getting drawn, swords being pulled out as they start running up towards the main gates where hopefully, if Gerhardt's where he's supposed to be, Gerhardt is.
Which he will be.
Yeah,
Sure.
you got
yeah.
to.
Previously planned, by the way, should say. But yeah.
So, what's your plan?
Well, as far as Leopold was aware, there was one of the guards out on that.
There's one and another one over there.
There was one out on the Pokeyouty tower.
He's down there, yes.
No, he's one who's by me. There was one out in the Pokeyouty
Oh
tower.
yeah, there was
over
one
there.
over
Ah,
there.
yeah, there.
Yeah, all the way out there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the one that Leopold's worried about. So his plan was, as much as possible, keeping him below the parapet so that hopefully they won't notice him because of the distraction, to sneak
Are
round.
you running or sneaking?
Sneaking.
Sneaking is slow. That'll take you to there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sneak around the edge of the walls as they all stand up. How about yourself? Good, Gerhardt. You're over by the main doors there, which are open. The portcullis is raised as well. They've got a clear route into the main gate if they wish to run there.
Okay, quite good. So, have I got a door, or is there a guardhouse around there? Sort of
Yeah,
thing?
the
You know,
guardhouse is to either side, and there's doors to either side as well. So you
Okay.
can go to left or right if you wish to do so. You are aware that there's stairs up to the top in the right-hand part of the gatehouse, because that's what you were told by the person who used to work here.
And from last week, we know someone was in there because they
Yes.
were the ones opening and lowering.
Yep. So just can I? Here's. I'm going to try and. I'm going to start with some bullshit, Andy.
I do love starting with a bit
Alright.
of bullshit.
So
What's it going to be?
typical of let's say castle design.
Mhm.
Where would one find the lock or don't drop the drawbridge sort of thing area? stuff, law warfare.
I'm loving the nature of the question, but what exactly are you looking for here?
I want the lock, basically.
He's looking for the thing that
Yeah,
wheels up
Yeah,
the
that's
lights.
going to be. You know that's in there.
That's it, right.
Yeah.
That's in there. So right,
The
fine.
windlass.
Right, let's kick over the door. Look very handsome doing it, shall we?
Okay, bosh, kick, crunch, and on the inside there is indeed. Well, you don't know what's inside these because you didn't see it, but there's
No,
definitely an
that's
individual, top to toe, covered in armor, face also covered by the helm,
Excellent.
who backs off slightly as he sees you bash down the door with Elan.
With who?
Never mind.
Elan.
let's say elegance.
And flair.
That'll do.
So, plan.
That's a new word for me. Right, rapier at drawn at point. Sir, I do not wish to harm you, but if you stand between me and this objective, I will run you through.
Sounds perfect. You may. You're by the wall. You've thrown out the firecracker. It has cracked, and you can see heads popping up all over the place. It looks like the plan is going according to plan.
Cool.
And then you notice that over to your right-hand side, the armoured figure that had come crashing to the ground, its helmet has come off, and its face, as it twists round to either side, is made of a mishmash of other faces stitched together, not particularly expertly either. They could really have done with a better seamstress. An odd thought to pass through Yumi's head as she comes to her decisions. What are you going to do?
I think Leopold had said something about not hitting center mass to Birdie, and so Yume will remember that and try and shoot the dude's head. And maybe that will also tell the outlaws that's where they should aim for.
Sounds good as it gets up, as it makes a sort of groany noise. Barely anything coming out of it that's intelligible. It's a difficulty 2 shots, so you need at least 2 successes to get the sword off. Go for it. While you're doing that, Elric.
He's with
So
Birdie.
they're going in here. What's your
Yeah.
plan?
So our plan is to try and get that guy from the top so that we've not got reinforcements coming from Keep 2.
Okay,
So
so
Elric is comfortable. They're both going to take care of that.
Yep.
So he's watching the room.
Yep.
so this here goes. It's a set of stairs that goes up to the top floor, and there's a door on the top floor up here.
Yeah, so he's watching and listening to hear any kind of oncoming people.
Okay,
from
good.
that.
Tap, 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 tap. They go up the stairs. You find yourself on the upper layer of the guardhouse, and there's a ladder that leads up to presumably the top. I presume you're going up there. You've crept your way around there. Gerhardt's gone in. The chap stands up, looks at you, and almost mechanically draws an altogether too thick sword for its own good.
Okay.
Makes your rapier look like it's a very small weapon as it just points it towards you, like so.
All right.
How did you do with your shot?
I did not hit.
You did not hit as the arrow flies past. What did you roll?
62.
62. Good. Okay, I'm not going to say that it hits one of the...
That would be bad.
That would be hilarious. Let's move everybody over here. Now, as you're doing that, they all start charging in, piling past you, Gerhardt, as they move into the main courtyard on the inside. There are a lot of bandits. Now, you've been working with them for the last week, training away, with only a slight pause for the Day of Folly, where the kids in the camp took over and were the camp masters. For those of you who want to know the date, we're going to have that up probably this week because the timeline is just about done. More on that later. So let's move everybody in. How about yourself, Gerhardt?
Right, so big sword, look at my sword, look at his sword, look at my sword, look at his sword. Feel ultimately pointless.
You're fast though, so you can just.
I am fast,
Go
that
for
is
it.
very true. Strike to
He's also
stun.
Yes, that's going to be very hard. They've got full metal helmets on. The chances of knocking them out are pretty much negligible.
I could ring his helm like a bell.
Yeah,
Actually, probably not a good idea.
You probably could.
All right, well, fine. I said the thing, so I shall run him through.
Okay,
We'll see
you
if
stab forward. He attempts to defend himself like so. How'd you do?
Bad. I'm gonna spend a fortune point. Let's do that again, shall we? It's mildly worse.
So what'd you roll?
5 fails.
Okay, 5. Well, I got 3 successes. I win by 8, but it's not my round. I don't get hit, and it just means I have advantage now. Marvelous. For those of you who don't know, if you're coming to us late, advantage in our game just means you get plus 20 to hit. That's it. You either have it or you don't, according to how well you rolled. Your shot missed. Our wizard does not hear anybody come crawling out. As you hit the bottom of the ladder, you'll be moving up the ladder. Next turn, Alaменowith, by comparison, will hit the top. And we'll see this person over here who has just turned round, having heard the bang, and is facing you and looks confused as an elf comes bursting out on the top of the battlements. Its head tips to one side.
I'll draw the sword and slice him.
Sword out.
Will that count as assaulting directly? I mean,
It's pretty direct.
Pretty overt.
He wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. So that's why I want to do it as quickly as possible.
Also, what sword have you drawn?
Which sword?
The roof bang.
Fucking hell! Well, there's nothing like
Well,
just
she's
swing.
not up yet,
Yeah.
and it'll be quicker to throw it to her. when
I mean,
use it.
the other
Well,
option would
hand
be
it to me, I might drop it.
to do what I did and just
Push
knock
but-
him over. But
He looks pretty. I don't.
Yeah.
She doesn't think her strength would.
You are not
fair.
Burly
I am
McBurly
not-
face.
She is not.
Okay,
burly.
so it does not have its weapon drawn. It is not prepared for this. So I'm going to give it the wow. How'd you do?
I got one success.
One success. I have -1 as your blade goes through and just cuts through the armor like it's not there. It slices across down
My
through the body,
sword.
hits resistance as it hits flesh. That's what causes it to pause, not the armor. The armor is like paper. It means almost nothing to it as your blade slices across and almost twists in shock as you just break his armor apart. It falls off. The helmet falls off as your blade just skims the front of it and is enough to just open it up completely, breaking
Lining him
it.
up for a decapitation.
As the chest just falls off. The helmet is in 2 pieces, but still on the head, at a slight angle, a bit broken. It's not even a hot knife through butter because butter provides some resistance. This provides no resistance. It's like passing through. No, it's not like passing through air. You can feel the air. If anything, it's like anti-resistance.
Weird.
As it slides through, and the runes light up down its length. And he falls off the wall. Crunch!
Nice.
nice.
Oh well.
Yeah.
And the
that'll do it.
runes drop down as you look a little bit surprised.
I'll just stand here like I'm bearing it for Bertie. I'm holding it for you.
Do be aware though,
No, I'm-
we have walls that go all the way
Yeah.
around to the south there, and there is another one over
Oh,
there
is
who's
there?
currently looking out in
Okay,
now
then-
that direction. There's also
Yep.
one over here which is now moving down and looking into the main courtyard. I'm looking pretty confused. Where are all these people coming from?
Okay, she'll get ready to sneak that way to try to get the drop on
Sounds
that one.
perfect. Birdie, you cutter of more things. What is your plan?
Can I get up the ladder now?
Yes, you totally can.
I will.
You'll be up.
I
You
will-
get up the top. There's nobody over there. She's holding the sword, and you just see the slight catch
Are
of
you-
runes.
Are you passing it?
Yeah,
to me?
yeah.
I take the sword and go, "Hello, beloved."
And
Do yourself a
then
willpower test, please.
Oh.
Willpower or
You
cool?
were the first to
Cool.
draw it,
Thank you. Good
sorry.
call. It's cool test.
Or I'm an
Cool
elf.
test. 3 successes.
3 successes. As you draw the sword, you get an almost overwhelming urge to run north.
Oh,
As you
yes.
twist round, go that way, and with 3 successes, you walk north. As you step forward, hit the wall, do yourself a cool test,
4 successes.
and stop. As you pull yourself under control, and you look down, and you realise you are about to walk off the edge. And you can feel it. And as you look up, suddenly, the world, as if your vision speeds hundreds of miles.
What have you
And
done?
suddenly, do yourself an endurance test to resist the corruption.
Oh my
Oh
god.
dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to use one of my 2 fortune points.
You might
for
want
that.
to.
No, identical.
What did you roll?
86.
You take 4 corruption points.
I am
no.
well.
Do
over
yourself an endurance test,
Oh,
or
no.
possibly start
Oh, no.
developing a mutation.
Endurance 6 successes.
Yeah.
How glad am I bought 4 levels in endurance with my XP.
Good choice.
You do not know what you see. You do not know what you hear. You do not know what you sense. It's so overwhelming that you don't even notice that your eyes are bleeding. Your ears are bleeding. Your mouth is bleeding. In fact, every last piece of you that's got a pore that's larger than a pore is bleeding. As you come to. You're in control. Leopold!
Looking great, Birdie.
Leopold. As you're creeping your way along the battlements, watching these ones running through into the main courtyard, watching shots getting pinged up towards that one up there, as they're firing arrows relatively ineffectually, clank, 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 off the metal of its armor. You feel that blade behind you. It's been drawn. As you turn round and you see Birdie. And Birdie, to your senses, for a brief moment, looks almost 12 foot tall. And she's bearing an axe. And then it just fritters away.
How bizarre.
As your senses that are beyond senses settle back in.
And can he now see that she's covered in blood? Like blood all over her?
No,
You're
it's too
quite
far
far
away
away.
for you to sense that.
I was gonna say, 'cause-
There's quite a long distance
Because
over
if
the
he
courtyard.
does
yeah.
sense that, I
Yeah.
don't know if you remember, but that is also going to freak him out probably even more than the 12-foot axe thing.
Yeah, probably.
But
Sadly, you're a little bit too far away.
I have a question. Is the
Yes.
miracle from last week still in place?
Which miracle?
The extra fortune point
It is-
for drawing Baracool.
Ah.
Technically, you didn't draw.
Oh, it was for wielding Baracool.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So
I'll let
don't-
it go on your next test.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I just remembered
Yeah,
this.
You didn't call it at the time, but yeah,
No,
let that
no,
go because that's
that's
quite
what I
fun. So you feel it, you twist round, you set, and then it just disappears. Clearly, she's drawn the sword.
I mean, that is not going to disavow him of the belief that she is some kind of manifestation of Ulrich, is it? 12 foot tall with an axe. What?
With an axe. What's your plan?
I genuinely, I think this probably will just stop him for a turn, and he'll probably just utter a little, not an empowered prayer, but just a little prayer to Sigmar, because
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do yourself a pre-test, please. Gerhardt.
Hello.
He's standing in front of you. He hasn't tried to strike you yet. You are higher than him in initiative. You also have fast, so you can strike first anyway.
Yeah.
What is your plan? You have already managed to do very little.
All right. Well. So.
No, he's done something very important, and that is occupy him so he doesn't bring down
Yeah.
the gate.
mission accomplished.
Yep.
Yes.
That was just a warning blow, sir. I'm at thee! That's a success.
That is not. I'm a -2.
All right, I'm just on nothing.
So 2 fails for me, so that
Yeah.
means you win by 2. So
Lovely.
add your damage, please.
And more importantly, I now have the
Advantage,
thing
yes,
that
you
I
do.
guess. 6.
6. It's not very much. Is
No.
that? Well, yeah.
Well, because I don't get the bonus from the zeros, do I?
No, you still get the 2, plus your strength bonus.
Ooh, fine. If that's the case, then
Your
8.
weapon should just have your weapon plus strength bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's 6.
Plus 2, 8.
And then plus 2 is
what he
8.
got.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. As you
not-
step forward,
It's not much, Andy. You're right. I
Cut.
know.
as it slides up the armor and your sword bends slightly as you pull back.
Right.
It appears that their armor has the impregnable trait, meaning that it does not take the minimum of 1 wound.
Ah, I see.
Uh-oh.
Second.
And then attempts to get a blow in on you, and I've got a cocked dice. Let's roll that again. And has managed to roll 3 successes.
3 successes.
As its blade arcs down, and you just step back using your blade to push it to the side. Ha! Ha ha! You have successfully parried. You've got advantage.
Perfect.
You may.
And okay, you may will.
While you're doing that,
scamper
we
up-
shall start to move all of our fighters into the central courtyard as they start moving in.
You wouldn't have an impale crit. That's what you need.
Yeah, you do.
But it'd be the 0 on that dice.
So what are you doing, you mate?
Thank you.
I will go up those steps.
So you see a door to either side, one of which is open. You can see another set of steps leading up over on that side to your right hand side. So that's the stairs by the stables here. You want to go up to the wall?
Well, she'll quickly peek over. Is that guy?
There's nothing you can see over there. You're not on the top.
Oh,
yet.
I'm not
You've-
on the.
Yeah, you've got to go up the
You're
stairs
in
that are
there.
there
Okay,
to go
well
up to the
then I
top.
will try and, but like this time a little more carefully.
So right up to the top of the wall there. Our first death occurs out here.
Oh, no.
As one of the knights takes out one of the outlaws that are attempting there. Let me just do that one. We do now.
So there's no fighting happening in the courtyard. Just
No,
now.
not yet. They're just compiling into the courtyard.
He's
There's
been kind of focusing.
beggars looking a bit confused as
Yeah.
people come running in.
And he's been focusing up the stairs, but I'm sure he would have seen Birdie walk nearly off the
No.
edge.
No, not where
'cause
you are.
we're
It's up here at the very
up
top. You're all the way up there,
yeah,
and
so
you're
he would've
watching
seen
for
that.
this door to see if anyone comes out. We're literally only seconds into the
Yeah.
Yeah.
fight at the moment.
In a way, that's reassuring though, because we were worried that drawing the runefang might really magically alert people,
And it didn't.
Yeah.
and you're
Well,
like 6 feet away from her and didn't notice.
He
So,
doesn't
yeah.
really have that ability, let's say.
So
He's just standing around doing nothing.
He is at the moment.
Has he got leadership?
He does, yeah.
You could rally the
you could rally
outlaws.
foes, tell them to go somewhere that you think is an issue. You know that there's one up there. You know these two here
Yeah.
are the biggest problem because if they send a word out to the central keep, then they'll ring the bell, and that's something you have to be ensure never happens.
Yeah, I think he'll shout at the milling crowds just to. He was pushed off, so he's in the water.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
going
put
right
I
down.
put his skull in the water.
To go to the north wall, take out the guard there.
Okay, so you're heading off towards this wall.
He's shouting
So
at
the
them to
stairs there.
go, but he's
Oh, yeah,
actually
okay.
going to go.
Do yourself
to
a
where
leadership
Birdie
test.
And,
Perfect.
Amenemite went. No, he does not successfully lead them.
Well done. Okay, as they largely ignore you. I mean, who wants to pay attention to a witch anyway? As they are milling around in the central courtyard, you are going up those stairs here and
Yes.
heading up towards the top. So you'll be sitting on top of that gatehouse, looking out over towards the central keep down at the bottom. So far, there's no light switching on. There's no bells ringing. You can see the birdie's currently looking down into the courtyard, holding the sword like this, like somehow she can do something standing by the wall. Alamenwife is just looking at her, her eyes slightly wide, behind all of her scarves.
And she's covered in blood.
Yeah,
Birdie
there's
is.
that whole blood thing too.
So he's dead.
I pushed him off the edge. She just something happened.
Are you sure you want to be
Oh,
chatting
no,
when you've got a
actually,
whole other
yeah, no,
guy
no.
to
Yeah, we'll-
go chasing after?
She's gonna grab Birdie and
So
drag
she's
her
going to go
in.
back and knock. That's quite some distance away. Remember, each one of those squares are 2 normal squares. Okay, so if you want to get to him
Is
fast,
that guy?
you just need
He's
to go.
facing out.
At the moment, he's facing in that
I'm just
direction.
gonna run, and whereas before I didn't have the momentum, this time I'm gonna try and get the momentum to push him
Barge
over.
action! Okay, as we hit the start of the next round. So your plan is to go down and do a barge. Our guys are now going to react. This one's going to... No, wait. He's going to react after you. You're going to reach there. You move at 5. Barge action. Do yourself a...
3 successes.
3 successes. I've got -4. I rolled so that's not great. So you can move that one square. 1, 2, or 3, the 3 opposite squares. So that one there.
Over the edge.
Oh, and
Goodbye, cruel world.
he doesn't scream. There's not even a Wilhelm scream. It
Good.
would be appropriate for
No,
Warhammer.
that's good. It's not gonna learn any of his mates.
He just falls, tumbles, clatters against the stone, and then splashes down at the bottom.
Just keeping a note. That's
If this
2.
were a Michael Bay movie, he'd explode.
In the water.
Hey, birdie! Adrenaline's pumping, your heart's going at about 180 beats per minute. You are. And you can feel it in your hands. Elric should die! Cool test.
I don't know.
That blade is cursed.
6 successes.
You
think I
turn
need
round
to
and
take
her
the lead.
face is full of fury as she looks at you. Her eyes are wild and just a little bit cold as... Do yourself another cool test.
Oh, this is bad. Oh no.
I'm going to use my other fortune point.
That's a shame. Barracuda.
Yes, I'll use my Barracuda one. 4 successes.
You're at -4 in all channeling actuary tests
Oy.
for the next 5 scenes.
Oh.
This assault is a single scene as you feel yourself freeze.
-4 SL.
minus 4
Yeah,
accepted.
because
Absolutely.
-4 overall. That's okay.
Yeah, minus 4 successes in each one of your attempts to channel or use language magic.
Cheers, Birdie.
And she doesn't scream because you passed that willpower test. She just, and her eyes flicker slightly with, you don't know what. It's white, it's flashy, and it looks like she wants to scream at you.
Why didn't we test this beforehand?
They wouldn't let me play with
He's
it.
told us she had to wield it. I blame the priest.
The priest who's being blamed? What are you doing over by your
I mean,
side?
the priest also offered to spar with it before, but hey, nobody took me up on it. Am I close enough that I can reach that knight?
You are nowhere near close enough. If you sprint, you'll reach about there. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No, you can sprint over.
But I can't attack him because I'll have sprinted.
Yeah, you're right. You could, if you barge, you'd only get to about there.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what I'll maybe do is run
If you
to...
set yourself up to the corner, you can barge him next round.
That's the plan, and he hopefully won't notice me.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Okay, as these three continue firing shots up towards him, you see him just sitting there looking down confused, and he shouts out.
Also, I don't know if the prey test mattered or if it was just to see if I got a Wrath of Gods. I passed. 1 success.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. You get a sense that something has gone wrong. It settles over you, and you can almost, but not quite, hear a voice. Stop it quick. Gerhardt!
Hello. Right.
Shrink!
Yep, okay,
Get
so...
step back!
Alright, well, looks like we're going to have to get a little bit more fancy on this.
Oh no.
I shift my
Shift
feet.
your stance.
Shift my
Yeah,
stance.
very good.
Backhand goes up. Try one on for side. And we'll 4 successes. But
0 successes for me.
nothing, no.
So that's
big
4
points.
plus your weapons. It was 6, so that's 10 damage.
So 10 damage.
Okay, as you strike forward, the blade again hits it in. What did you roll?
Clang. 43.
43 the body. As it bends off, gets caught up slightly in the edge of the armor, and you pull out. You're not convinced you've done any damage to it at all. You're unsure. As it tries to slam back in return, stepping into the space that you've left before it, and has done not too badly.
0 successes for me.
I have 6.
Good.
Oh!
No.
Good.
It's gonna hurt.
15 damage as it bashes you in the arm.
Okay, lovely stuff. It's 11 wounds.
Ow.
Yep, that hurts.
Ouch. Crunch. Do yourself a cool test unless you want to call out.
Little bit.
At this point, I don't think it's too important.
Yeah, but I might as well.
It's more about his pride, or also. Which is good, because that's enough for you to get some support as the backing dancers come in. 2 of the outlaws, upon hearing that there's issues in there, come barging in as well, see you facing off against this lumbering. Ugh. And at this moment, you're thinking, this is only one of them. Apparently, there's 50. You've got to clear out this outer keep before the remainder of those, about 30 approximately left. There's about 20 in this keep somewhere. Holy shitballs.
All right, fine. No, get him.
Nicely done. Yeah, man, you're up on the walls. You can see that one of them has been run through, but not by a sword. He's just plunged his hand onto his chest, grabbed him by the head and pushed through, breaking his body, pulling out a fist like that as he turns round and starts flailing over towards the other. Holy shitballs, do you have something like indifferent blood and guts as a talent? If not, that's a good old cool test, because that's not good.
Oh god. No.
Nope, take a stress point.
Go.
That is, I think, pretty stressful. Let's just conclude how that fight goes. Goes the other way. As the one grabs the fist, yanks it, causing him to fall forward, takes out a knife and then plunges it into the back of his neck. And the body collapses to the ground.
It's doable.
They are killable! Indeed, one of our basic outlaws has managed to kill one.
Amazing.
Love it.
Don't have to shoot at it.
What's your plan? Okay, so there's one over there that you can see standing on top of the tower at the south of the tower, the separate tower that's off to the side, the one that Leopold was moving over towards. And turning back, you can see there's one over there looking pretty much directly at you, and also down at the ones over there. What's your plan?
But I'm small, right?
You are, yes.
Okay. Is that, because I can't tell distance, is that enough like, for me to reach it with my bow?
Oh, bow, yes, easily. You can take a shot over at it. Get a lucky critical, it can make all the difference.
True. I mean, I might as well try,
Yeah,
right?
give it a go.
Arrows are free.
I mean, that sounds true,
I mean,
but I have a
Are
lot of them.
they?
I assure you, arrows are 100% free.
Why do I keep rolling 60s? I will...
Well, you know, you're a Ranaldin, you've got a lot of luck.
Wait, that's good. That's good.
It's either
Is it
really good or really bad.
Is it really good?
What'd you roll?
It's
It's
not
a
really
fumble.
good.
Damn it!
Unless, did you do anything that gave you advantage?
Nope.
Are
As she
you
pulls
sure?
back,
Unfortunately, not.
pulls back, and ping! The string right down across her. Ow! Lose one wound. The arrow flares off towards the side. It is a fumble. I'm going to roll to see if it hits someone down there, because that would be hilarious. But I am going to no, it doesn't. That's a bit of a shame.
They
I should have
were
just
all-
done it. As it clatters into the stables down on the opposite side, having completely missed. The arrow shatters over there.
Sad.
Yeah. Hey, Ulrich.
Birdie, what's wrong?
Barely contained rage.
No, unable to speak.
I don't know. It's your turn. I don't know if I can. I?
Oh no.
This will be my last fortune point.
You failed?
Yeah, by 2.
You cannot answer. She's bleeding from her eyes,
Yeah.
bleeding from her mouth. If she opens her mouth, blood is gushing from her gums.
And she's wielding
And she's looking at
some form of totally
so
legit.
easy.
Definitely not a cursed blade.
She was tricked by Almenwife making it look so easy.
And
It's
she's standing
fine.
right on a
Yeah,
precipice.
I think we know. who's
She
ruling
is
it from now on,
standing right on the edge of the castle walls that she walked over towards. Yes.
Elric wants her not to have that sword anymore. He's going to attempt to disarm her as best as he can.
Okay, running forward. Okay, do yourself a melee brawl test. Do yourself if you wish. Now you got a choice here. No, you don't.
No.
Just use melee basic.
Melee
So,
6 successes.
good.
Melee
Basic.
7 successes.
Beats you, holds you off as take one wound.
Would
Okay.
him using a fortune point?
It would.
It would
draw
make them
someone.
equal
Draw,
and
so it
she's
would
the
hurt.
defender.
But it would mean he doesn't lose. You wouldn't take a wound if you do that. It's only one wound. Yeah, totally.
All right, people who are tougher than me.
All the wounds. Alrighty. So they're now beginning to mill around. They're not quite sure who they should be going for. This one's going up. This one is now marching off in this direction at full pace, intending to shout over towards that central tower. This one is drowning in the water below. Blob, 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 blob. This one just steps off the wall, falls approximately 20 feet, crashes down, and may not. No, makes it. What a roll. Lands it heavily and just walks up to the first outlaw and swipes.
And misses.
Fumble. Go on. That would be hilarious.
No, opposite. Critted. We might get a crit in
It
return.
doesn't even have
We
dice behind
did
that. It's all
not.
fake.
Okay, bang, crash
even
as
dice.
the sword goes straight into the lung, causing her, that outlaw there, to collapse backwards, wheezing badly as blood spurts out of both chest and foamy mouth. That wasn't so great. So that's all the ones that are out. The ones that are not on the map at the moment, because they're in various buildings or elsewhere, they're really not aware of what's going down yet. It's been relatively quiet. That's gone there. We've only had the one bang. They've not heard an alarm yet, so I'm going to leave it at that.
I've yelled.
I think we have hit the end of the round. Unless anybody's got anything to go. We have not. Then, at the top of the round, Almenwife.
Right, so she's on a roof that's that big as that.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, and there's nobody else on that roof.
Mm-mm.
But she can't get over to where she knows that guy is over there. These don't connect, or do they connect?
No, they connect all the way around. There's
Right,
a
then-
wall all the way around the
It
perimeter.
doesn't look like anyone's dealing with him, like these two are. So she's gonna sprint back this way to try to
you're
deal
mo-
with it.
I'll deal
Do
with
yourself
the
an
problem that
athletics
you've
test.
made.
Athletics test, please.
Maybe stopping.
Athletic test, please. Need successes.
3 successes.
You reach that point right beside where they are. They're currently wrestling each other. Right. Cool test for Birdie at the start of the round for her.
I'm out of fortune points, everybody. So
In theory, you have advantage on a contested test.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah.
that's true.
I like it. Yeah. Good call.
Cool test. No, I fell by 1.
Oh!
As in percent.
God, your cool's really high as
My
well.
cool is really high.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
She's so cool.
Cool, not tonight. I'm not.
Not tonight.
Wow.
67.
So you've got a choice. You can attack him. You can head north,
Off the wall. Yeah.
or you can take D10 stress points.
Ooh.
Your choice.
Let's have a look.
Could be a 1.
What
Could be a one,
happens
could
if
be
you
one.
get to your limit?
Always is every time I roll a d10.
Exactly.
So,
Get me to roll it.
dropping the sword isn't an option then.
You don't have any stress point.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the stress point.
You can roll it.
How do just
Just a
One
D10.
D10.
Roll a 1, roll a 1.
2.
Hey.
Only 2 stress. Nice.
Could be worse.
That's well below your stress. As you just all that time that you've been with Elric. All the time coming down from Middenheim, and then meeting him down in Delbers, then all the way down through Delbred, all the way through Reichland to this point, something clicks within you, and you just don't.
mustn't stab Elric.
Van Leopold,
I think I recognise that voice. Is it who I think it was?
which one?
The one
The
that
voice
whispered in
that
his
told me
head.
to just stop it quickly.
It
It sounded like Helga to me. Was it Helga?
might be.
Or the voice I have assumed is
Yeah.
Helga?
It
Loophole
would
is
be
going
fair
to-
for him to come to that conclusion.
Loophole is going to sprint towards Birdie.
Sprint.
Yeah.
Okay, so do yourself an athletics check.
Yeah, only 1 success, but yeah.
That takes you to there. As you start pelting it off down that direction. Okay, Gerhardt, you've now got your backing dancers who are to either side. They have been slashing towards him and they've been clattering off his armour as he's flailing rather than showing any real swordsmanship around itself from side to side.
Just a couple of
Yes.
clarification questions, because
Yours, not yours?
the direct approach is not working.
Yeah.
Number 1, is there a fire in this room?
Number 1, there is not.
Balls. That was sort of the start and the whole. Oh, I do have matches. I have some
You have matches.
Right. So number 2 and 3. Number 2, I'm going to uncork the bottle of oil that Yume gave me.
Love it.
The flammable oil.
Yep.
And I'm going to. This is.
Okay, so basically take up
Douse.
action and then throw it at the bar steward.
Nice.
Yes.
Hit him with it.
Yes.
Splat, splat,
Splash,
splash,
splash.
splash.
Roll for that.
So yeah, bless a skill test for how well you do this.
Oh.
Oh dear.
You got a blade to avoid and all the rest as well.
Hey!
He's going to attempt a dodge test as well to add or subtract from that.
No, I think.
No, sorry, that's a fail because I thought. I
How much
had
did you fail by?
2%.
So you
So zero.
2 points.
1 fail. Oh, 0. So
Zero
basically,
fails.
on 0, but
Yeah.
you failed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I failed by 2.
Okay.
As it's and it's just moving mostly. It's a very lumbering target,
Okay.
so quite easy to get on. So even with a fail, you do manage to get a good bit of oil on it.
Sweet.
But that will be next round if you want to light up a match. Let's see if it
Lovely.
manages to kill anyone in the interim.
Sure.
Is it possible the Outlaws might notice what he's doing?
It's
completely
very
plan.
possible the Outlaws are going to
So
know what they're doing.
they may light something, perhaps.
No, they're not prepared for lighting
They don't
shit.
have matches.
They don't have matches. No, they don't. They are just simple outlaws from the forest. And nor do they have any desire to be Tint and Flinder, because you can't say it correctly. Excuse me.
Hold still.
What sword? Right, so, beside you, one of them lunges forward. He just strikes down on his weapon. The weapon goes clattering to the floor. The strength behind it so strong, causing the bandit to go, ah! Quite unexpected to see such strength be hit with it. The other one, half panicked, lunges at its face as it twists round and smacks heavily, beheading him. Oh no, it's worse. Taking off half the head as it just falls to one side, and the body collapses to the side of that too. You don't by chance have indifferent blood and guts or some equivalent talent, do you? It does get picked up in physician as you move through. I don't think you're there yet, so cool test. You may.
You may. Shoot him. Bring him down, you may. Oh no, her bows.
It's not snap.
No,
The string
both
didn't
like-
snap.
Oh.
She took wounds instead. and the possibility of hitting a friend, but it didn't come off. So she's fine. She's not ruined her weapon. What's the plan?
They have so much armor, but
They
You
really
might
do.
get a lucky shot.
yeah, I will still try and shoot the guy on the floor.
Okay, so that's
Bullets
which
or-
one? That's the one over there.
Yeah.
Okay, now that one is in combat. So that's the one that's jumped off the tower.
Well, it's just killed somebody.
Yes, it has. So,
Less
really
combat.
badly hurt her. So yeah, give it a go. It's unaware, so you can just fire away.
Ground would give advantage.
Fire, yeah, higher ground, you'll have advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. That is 4 successes.
Sweet damage on top is. So add your damage.
That is 9.
What did you hit?
Body.
Body as it comes over and clatters off the body, causing it to go. Ugh, I'm looking up towards you, and it points.
Monkey's point.
Elric. Okay.
So has
Birdie's gone
stopped
mental.
resisting, or is she still?
Oh, she's not. She's not stopping. No.
So haven't seen Alemenowite run by.
I'm actually right next to you,
Yeah.
so if you like, I know that I've run but I haven't really stopped. If you wanted to attract her attention, you probably could.
Definitely.
She's gone mental. I need help.
You've gone mental. I need help.
No, there's something seriously wrong with Birdie right now.
Would you like to take any sort of action? Try
he's
to
still
continue
gonna
grappling.
attempt-
Go
yeah.
for it. Do your return test again. Merely basic for you. Just in case you get a crit.
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 Okay, we both roll again. Successes are reported.
Oh.
So 6. Plus 7.
Oh my
Bitch.
How many did you get?
8.
8 in total, and you got, was it 13?
13.
Sorry.
Okay, right.
30.
Ooh.
I don't want to play anymore.
Elric reaches out and grabs her hands to try and yank them off the blade, and she just, with all of her strength, pushes down. Clunks into the arm. What sort of armor do you have in your arm?
On my bare arms.
got-
Yes.
No, on your shoulder, you've got your brazier.
Here.
Oh, I did not have that written on the character sheet in terms of
But-
shoulder.
but what's
Let's say
there?
1 point. My
No,
brazier, yeah.
It's your brazier. Underneath that is leather, presumably
So
for
you've got a leather
Okay, so
hard
the
muscle.
leather does protect.
Yeah.
But the metal brazier does not. It gets cut right in the middle, in two, bisected as it falls apart. Oh.
Sauce.
And hits flesh. Pain lances through your arm as you take 91 wounds.
Holy.
Yeah, I'm alive.
Holy.
Fuck you, Birdie. Always Elric. 42 first episode. He's got to burn a fate point.
Big point!
Sauce.
Big point! Bada-bada-bada. Are you going to?
The blow doesn't happen. He's still in the fight.
So you're still in the fight. As the blade comes down, we can save your good old brazier there. As it comes arcing down, and just as it's about to hit, Birdie struggles,
Throw away them.
holds. Fate point expenditure will allow you to do a cool test.
Okay.
With maybe some different dice? Just throwing that idea out there.
Because it makes all the difference.
Working for me.
Luck cubes.
No.
Oh,
No.
that's it's 80 something rather than 90 something, which is what all your last ones were. So
Advantage because I won that.
Oh, yeah.
In which case I pass.
Hey, there you go.
8 successes.
I will accept your apology in writing.
You're in control.
Oh, great.
As you're pulled back, and her face looks quite different, moving from sheer anger to horror,
More sort of
confusion.
punk. Yeah.
Yeah, you got her.
Yeah.
A few moments before, she intended to kill him,
Yeah. She's
and
just
that was
like,
her thought process. This is
just-
an alien
yeah.
thought process thrust upon her. This is what she wanted to do,
Yeah.
and now she thinks whatever you decide that she wants to do.
Not kill him.
Aw.
How does the sword feel now?
It's relatively light.
Does it just feel like a sword now? It's not driving
Sure.
me north.
Yeah, sure. Completely fine. You're
keep going. Keep going.
It's amazing. Completely fine.
I'm so sorry.
Drop the sword.
Use the sword.
It's my turn. Catch it.
Now this is a sight you
160
didn't
wounds.
expect. The sword clatters down and the blade hits the stone and passes through it.
Straight through it.
And the hilt just sits there, having gone straight through.
What,
And it
what
just
if it's
hangs
anyway
there,
the
just
floor
the hilt,
below?
sitting on the
Please
stone.
tell me it decapitated someone underneath.
That would be awesome. Sadly, you've already moved through those chambers and there's no one there. I'm a bit disappointed. As we hit the end of the round, poor Elric, 1 fate point down. Let's move the rest of these people, as some of those are now charging up here to try and get this one. They're off in that direction. These ones here are heading off towards other doors, moving in. They'll move out of sight. I'll put them over there so that we know who's in there. They'll move up here because I think there might be someone there. You've got the ones there. These ones are going to come running up here. These ones are now going to head into the
If
castle
I
itself.
still had the ability to do something, I'll probably just be like, go inside to the ones after.
Waving them, that sounds good. Get in, get in, get in! We
Andy.
hit the, yes?
Just to stress it, why did you ask what armor was on my arm? Like, what
Nice.
possible difference could any armor in the
describe it.
world?
To
I
describe
just
it,
need to
'cause
know
it was
what it
metal.
got through.
What an absolute wanker. Oh, I might come out with this one.
91.
This
Oh,
guy
anyway.
likes destroying armor. I think that is well documented
Oh, I
now.
was carrying out Leopold's breastplate.
I mean, like, it was fine when Aluminowave picked it up, right?
Yeah.
Seemed
It's
to be.
fine. It's
Oh,
just-
anyway.
She's gonna pick it up and.
I'm skating forward, picking it up. Do yourself a cool test, please.
5 successes.
It's fine. No idea what the problem is. As you pick up the blade, you can see one is making its way over
I'm
there.
gonna try and then hide so I can like attack him from the shadows.
There, the only way to hide would be to duck back behind
Yep.
the walls there if
Yep.
you wished. Okay, as it moves over there. And Birdie. Elric's sort of half sitting back away from you, looking at you, I reckon with concern on his face.
Fucking mental.
Waving his fists at the gods, the armor breaking gods.
Aluminowave looking at him, shrugging. It's fine.
What are you doing, Birdie?
I'm wiping the blood out of my eyes
Uh-huh.
and going, I think I'll use my own sword. You okay?
We should definitely rethink our plan in terms of who carries that and wields that sword.
Yes.
Oh,
Go-
anyway,
go do what
duck
you do
down,
best.
holding it. The blade feels just like a normal sword.
Pick
No
it up.
runes lit up. Nothing weird. It's just a relatively light
Total
but long
side
sword.
eye.
Hey, Leopold.
Keep on trucking.
Do another test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just reaching the top of the gatehouse at the south of the.
Because do I have advantage on this?
I don't think you're sitting at an advantage just now, are you? I don't think so.
No.
contest.
I mean, I passed my last athletics test, but that's
That's
not an
not-
opposed
that's
test, so
not-
no.
no.
So that's 2 fails then.
Okay, it just means you don't move quite as far. Right.
Uh,
Gerhardt.
You previously asked for a cool test when
Yes.
the person lost the top of his head.
Yes.
5 fails.
Oh, well done. Very well done. Take yourself stress point.
Okay.
Does that take you over your stress for your
Can I
stress?
ask, what is your stress limit? Because I've never
Your
calculated
strength limit, as I recall, is your willpower plus your intelligence, I believe. Bonuses.
That'll be
That
why
one
I'm-
ours is so high.
Yeah, that's why I'm fucking
And that's why you're very good. You can handle the stress, but you are
7, yeah, that would
already.
be right.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, so.
Right, okay. Fine. So oiled up. Right. Try this on for size. And I put the rapier away, pull out the box of matches.
You might not want to throw it away because that'll take your action because you're on fast draw.
Right.
Okay,
fine.
you might just want to drop
Drop
it
it.
and then
Yeah.
do a take up action
Drop
and do
it,
that.
and then I wield a match.
Make it as fast as you
Cha!
can. So plan is to toss it, or plan is to just stick it in it.
No, I'm going to.
Toss it.
Toss
Toss it.
But
He wanted to wield it like a rapier.
I know.
You want to get an impale
I wish to
crit on
use
the match.
fencing with this match, please.
Ha! Ha!
What, like one of those big
You
kitchen
are aware
matches,
that
right?
you'll very likely put the match out if you're not careful.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just let's toss it at the.
Aww. Ping! What's the skill test, please?
Come on.
If you miss.
Yes, get in 2 successes.
That's enough as the match. Ping, ping, ping. Roll a single d10, please. It's a dice of doom. The good old
3.
3. Match doesn't go out as it spins, spins, spins.
Slow motion.
He. Ooh, yanks his blade out the neck of the other one and goes for hacking at it again. It's not the most intelligent of creatures as it twists round and the flame hits it.
Dove, slow motion.
Don't look directly at it.
Boom! As it woofs
Okay.
up in flame.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And also, isn't that a rope there that holds the portcullis?
You told me to set it on fire.
He must be quite far away
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the water
I
now.
mean, breaking the portcullis right now isn't the worst thing.
That's
You
true.
may.
Still have more-
We've got-
And we are going to
Yes,
need
yeah.
to close that at some
Actually,
point
Outlaws
because
are outside.
a lot more
Once
knights might be
everyone's
returning.
in. Once everyone's in.
Yeah, totally. Yumi, what's your plan?
I'm going to, I guess, do the helmets have eye slits? I'm assuming
Yes, they do.
It's so fucking small.
It really is. Tiny, tiny, tiny.
And all my other stuff is like touch distance.
So what's your plan? You're currently quite some distance away, standing on the top of the wall over at the far, east of the castle?
And there's still people outside, right?
There's still a few outside. There's still one fighting over in that far corner over
Is
there.
he not still pointing at me?
He was. He's about. In fact, what's your initiative?
44.
No, he's still not moved yet.
Okay. In which case, could I maybe leadership to try and get
Yeah,
people in as
absolutely.
fast as
So
possible?
twist round and do yourself a leadership test.
Cool.
What is your attempted call out?
No.
Yeah. You shoot! Ah! Oh! Oh! Things are happening! Ah!
Don't do that!
And then I will. Can I move as well?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I will move further along.
Along the battlements that way?
Yeah.
Heading over towards the main gate. There. Elric.
I'd rather be fighting actual enemies, so where should we go?
You can see that there's one stomping along
yeah,
the
yeah.
battlements over there. He's about 30 paces away from where you
He's
are.
chargeable.
30 paces, probably a bit beyond your charge range.
He'll move to meet him.
Okay,
and
so
then-
basically stop him from getting
Hulk's
over
gonna
there.
slice off his legs.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can wait there if you wish, just at the top.
No,
there.
he'll move to make himself seen, to give
Yeah,
him
perfect.
a target, and then he'll wait and ready himself to take an action.
Sounds perfect.
At the round, then you'll
Right,
wait,
so let's resolve what everyone else is doing at the end of the round. This one here just walks straight past them and heads towards where Yume is and starts trying to clamber up the wall. Really smart.
Is it a good climb?
Still pointing.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Apparently very good. I just critted. As it scales up about 3/4 of the wall. Push up his hands digging into the stone. Uh-oh.
Don't like that.
Uh-oh. This one here attempts a free and its blade just slices off its back. Does nothing.
Are there no archers down there? What's going on? What?
They're confused by what you shouted at them.
This one here is as good as. These ones here did indeed try to slash at it, and it just ineffectively went off the back of its armor. As they reach up, come in there, and I'm going to do another test for those ones. Failed. Failed. Oh, passed! Oh, exciting! More people! Woohoo!
That's
Coming out of here.
That's not exciting at all. Opposite.
Out of the door at the room on the second floor.
Sweet.
There we go.
Sitting on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey! And they will
See halfway
make
to
their
the
way in that direction.
Well, no.
I'm going straight through
Ah, fuck.
the bottom floor and heading over towards the inner gates there.
As I'm running, will I see them coming out where I am?
Where
or-
you are, you're about to pass there. You'll see them when you pass that point, so you'll see them passing by.
Yeah.
Yes. So you'll be aware that there's ones underneath your feet, ones
They're
they're
presumably on the way to
2 stories down, probably making their way over towards the
Oh
central gate.
no.
It's one time.
Oh,
So
that's
that's that. Anyone else? These ones are going to come up. They'll see those ones and they'll come running in that direction. This chap here, yeah, he's just going to charge them in the back and try and stop them. There's only 1 against 3. It's not going to go well. But hey, he's managed to roll
He's very
a good
brave.
roll.
He's very brave.
I would not have done that.
He charges one in the back, stabs it. It goes right through the back of his armor.
Nice.
Takes out the guy in front of him as well.
The,
Going so close together.
Sadly, no.
Nice lab.
The armor at the back is made of leather. He's only wearing a breastplate at the front, so goes right through the back into it and pulls out, and black ichor spills out from the wound that he creates.
The bell is on our level, though, isn't it?
The bell is, you don't know where it is. You know it's over in the middle tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I thought the bell
it
was
was
in this
outside,
tower.
yeah.
Right, okay.
There is also a bell in this tower
Yeah, okay.
somewhere.
All right.
Yep.
Aluminium wife!
No,
drop
it's
the
El-
Elric, because...
So he had.
Yeah,
really
Elric's
he's
already moved in.
me.
Yeah. It's now
She's
the
gonna
end of
have
that round,
to, like,
and top
she
of the
can
next.
probably make it down the stairs, and because she made it up and.
She's unaware of them moving through. Where she is, she can't see them. She's looking at the moment over towards this one. Elric's just gone running by. She does not know they're there.
Cool.
So she's not in a position where she can cool her way down there.
She'll probably just delay then.
Okay, so you're delaying. Excellent. Birdie!
What can I see?
You're looking out over there.
blood.
You will have seen those three passing by and making their way down in and possibly about to march all the way over into the central.
Yeah. I think my plan would be to try and distract them so that they would at least not go any further.
So how are you going to do that?
I'm
What's your
6'7"
plan?
with bright white hair covered in blood. I'm going to.
They are 2 levels below you at the
Oh,
moment.
sorry.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
sitting
they're
on the
right
battlements at
So
the top.
I'm going to.
And you just saw them go into the gatehouse at the bottom, into the tunnel down there.
I'm gonna.
And you saw also a guy charge.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout for Al or Elric, and go down to try and bar their way.
Okay, so you're just basically going to sprint down there and see where they are and see if you can charge them or any equivalent.
Well,
Okay, sprinting down will lead you to the bottom floor, and you'll see them. There, one of them has peeled off and is in there, and the gate door there is beginning to conk, 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 open up.
Because I had a delay.
Yes.
And she alerted me, Birdie alerted me, Alamanoith could also.
Yep, you could go
run
charging down
yeah.
there. Sounds good. Down you go. Father Leopold.
Now, because obviously I don't really have a sense of scale here.
Yes.
Like, is there room for Leopold to also go down?
Oh, more than enough room.
Yeah.
But you'll need to go all the way over there and down, because it's the only set of stairs.
Well, because the other alternative, if he's aware that they're going through, would be for him to look over and fucking blast them with fire if they come out.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically delay.
Yeah.
But he's almost in the perfect place at the top of the battlement. So hang over.
fuckers.
You can see the door beginning to open as woof.
Okay, work.
Flames spread all over the place, and it flails from side to side. It's not particularly difficult to avoid this. It has -8 successes.
It's swinging at me, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's swinging
Oh, right, okay.
everyone in range.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, what did you roll? Just make sure.
38, so
Yeah,
3
yeah,
successes.
totally. So if you wish, you can just step out of its range.
Just interesting. This room, this is the room with the equivalent of the kakung
Yes.
for the controls of the.
Yes, the kakung is
Yes.
here.
You know what I mean, like the big kakung.
You don't need to say any more. We all know what you're talking about. It's the kakung. So the kakung
Okay, fine. We
is
have
in front
control.
of you.
Right, good. We have this. I suppose he will be burning for. Yes, this is a problem. I don't know how to deal with this.
Lure it out or something. It's stupid.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Oi, you. There's the other person. Fuck off. Get it. Let's go. Just leave it. And let's move out.
Do yourself a leadership test.
And oh yes, all right.
Big burning thing.
Yep. 4 successes.
Chap goes out with you as they all come
All right.
pelting by.
I'll give you a chance to see if there's any left outside as well.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if this is possible,
Yes.
maybe, but just still kind of kite him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, hello, fire on man. Ha ha ha! I set you on fire, sort of thing.
You're attempting to pull him out in
Attract
your
his
direction.
attention.
Just to make sure that.
Okay,
his
yeah,
focus-
totally.
Yeah,
Let's see if
Come on.
he's somewhat blinded, not really aware of what's going on, but yeah, voice is enough for it to start following.
Yeah.
So it's more than capable of
Yeah,
doing that,
that's
and
fine.
indeed doesn't pursue after you in that direction. Hey, you man. At least your one's not on fire, because that would be even more terrifying as it pulls its way up the wall towards you. What's your plan?
What's around me? Is there anything I
Battlements, a long pathway that goes around all the perimeter of the outer keep.
Are they very old, not well maintained battlements?
They're not that badly maintained, but they're not the best. They're crumbling in many places. It's partly bad enough that he can stick his fingers into them.
Could I drop something heavy on its head?
Sure. Look around. Let's see if there's anything in range. I'm just going to randomize it. Let's see if there is.
Oh wait, could
There-
I
You get a
do
thing,
bounty and?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Pull out the
Run out,
miracle.
Yeah, that's 3 successes.
Okay, you mumble away a quick prayer because no matter where Ranald was, Ranald could always find what Ranald needed. As you scout about, and there, off to your side, and merging rather beautifully with the battlements, most people would have missed it, but not you. As you pull up, a rock, and reach down, and there is the you surely can't miss rock right down on its head. I mean, it's still ballistic thrown. It is, however, an easy test. It's very difficult to mess it up. He's a pretty static target in terms of striking at it, so you can reverse fail.
Okay, and that's ballistic?
It is indeed, if you don't have range thrown, it's ballistic skill
I
test.
do not. I really should get range throw.
Yes.
Yes, 3 successes.
Sweet! Crash! Crunk! Into its helmet. Now, it's pretty strong. I'm going to do a test to see if it falls off. 99! Oh, that's brilliant! There's no dong! Smacks into it. You can almost see the stars coming off as it loses its grip. Its arms windmill and it falls back, falls over once, twists over again, and lands heavily on its shoulders. An audible cracking noise as its legs fall backwards over its head and just stop, leaving it curled right over on itself, quivering slightly. The one that was running up behind it looks at it, I think there's one right beside him, looks back, and then just pokes at it a couple of times.
Yeah, stab the head!
Poke, 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 poke. Nice one. Elric!
He had assumed he would see Alaminowith run right past them,
As you look back and Alaminowith appears to have gone.
but he's angry, so he's just gonna charge up and he's gonna fucking 2-hand baseball bat swing his staff at this fucker.
Whack! Now again, you've got a choice. You can go for the barge,
Yeah,
which
get them
if you're successful, you can move them one square. If you're successful enough, you need at least 2 successes to get them over because the wall's relatively high. But if you win by 2 successes, you'll be able to move them one square, toss them over the edge. So that would be basically boom, whop, off you go. Or you can go for actually hurting the bugger.
Nah, we're gonna knock him off.
Because where you are on the walls, if you are successful, it's a long drop to water down
And
below.
he's got advantage because he's charging.
Absolutely.
What am I rolling? Just
It's
brawl?
it's your polearm, yeah.
Oh, polearm. Sweet.
Yeah.
0 successes.
I have 2 fails. As you come running up and bang! A slight tracery of fire running at the back of your staff as you slam into its side. For a brief moment, it holds.
Oh.
But your anger pushes that over as he tips, flips, and splashes into the River Reik far below.
And he says something way pithier than Dan would ever think of. We'll edit it in post.
I'm pretty sure he just went, "Ah!" Not that he's angry or anything.
You'll trip.
Ah.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink.
That is good.
Too pithy.
Yeah.
We're just going to see what happens with those ones over there.
I just really hope they
Oh.
can't swim, you know? That would be
Just
bad.
back out,
No,
yeah,
they
yeah,
just-
right.
Or like
They're
go to the
wearing
bar.
armor. Like,
Oh shit.
That. Boff. They break through. You're on a delay, so
I
you
think-
can, as 2 of the knights are now making their way along the passageway to the middle one.
Let's attempt to invoke Silver Flame. Short-term ambition be damned.
Pragmatism, nice.
Yeah, baby. That's a good roll.
Oh yeah. How'd you do?
So that's 8 successes. Because I got
Crap
plus 1 because of my
sticks.
talent.
What have you done to them?
So they're all gonna take D10 plus 5 damage, ignoring all their armor and toughness and whatnot.
That's just not fair.
And if they are classed as an enemy of Sigmar, which I feel they are, they're also stunned.
Okay, go for it.
Oh yes.
This is where you roll
Nice.
your 1.
So 6.
Nice.
So when I say plus, I've already
D10 plus 5.
plus 5, so 11 damage.
Nice.
Ignoring. So 11 wounds, and they're hopefully stunned.
We'll find out next round.
Yeah.
As they move over that way, I like the way you made that look like a flamethrower. Loving that. As you pull back, and this one's coming its way out. That one over there. Flip that one. Those two are now moving around towards there. Those two move along. So we've got a lot going down. The central courtyard is occupied. The southern gateway towards the central tower is very much crawling with knights, and more are coming out of the southern building as well. We no longer have any by the main gateway that leads in, so you're in a position now where you could attempt to close it, but there is that one that's on fire. So, not any. It's kind of counterbalanced by the big flaming dude. Other than that, Elric has taken the one off the wall, leaving very few actually active at the moment inside the central area. Start of the next round. Alamenowife.
They're facing that way, right?
Yes, they
so
are.
That won't account as assaulting directly.
No,
because
it definitely won't. They'll be very much in the back.
Yep. She'll just charge. Hope Alamenowife.
Shing!
comes
Cool
with her.
test.
Good luck.
Oh.
3 successes.
You have literally no idea what these humans have issues with.
But yeah, it's still strangely anxiety-inducing every time I go to wield it.
As you go pelting out, swing at one of them. I don't even need to roll on this one. How'd you do?
55, a crit. baby.
Nice.
Oh.
He's good about
Sword explodes.
Death blow.
Yeah.
64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's also a hit.
They're dead.
It doesn't matter. But
Yes.
you just add the tens number.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
so you do. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
6, 11, plus whatever.
So,
the
would you roll,
sword
please?
Whatever the sort.
I need your total number.
11 successes.
That's plus. Yeah, cool. On your strength bonuses.
My strength bonus is 4.
Okay, so you. I do believe the correct term is bullshit. As she swings the blade round and slices sideways into the one directly in front of her, passes through the armor like it's paper.
But I'll be ready
hits
for the flesh
the
this time.
body, and as it hits and directly interacts with the freezing fire that's there, it flares outward, and a great flash of ice spins outwards to the left-hand side.
This didn't happen last time.
No, it didn't.
So, because remember, it's bathed in silver flame that
Oh,
Leopold
yeah,
is
yeah,
firing
yeah,
down.
sorry.
Yeah.
As it flashes outwards, and a spray of ice, almost 20, 30 paces in length, flashes over the side of the bridge on that side, slashes through this one as ching, 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 shards of ice, some of which are as much as this long, about this thick, slice through it as well. And for a brief moment, all of that ice holds over the gap like a wall. And then it goes down. Down into the great reflowing right below. That one's cut in two. That one's 1,000 shreds as you're standing there in shock.
Well,
Do
no,
yourself
she'll-
a cool test. In shock.
That'll be a fail.
Take a stress point, please.
No, I'm gonna re-roll it. I've got plenty.
Retract on the stress point, please.
2 successes.
Don't take a stress point, please. Wow. Birdie!
Who's left?
Oh,
That one that's
That
opening
one.
the door.
and that
Or
door
the
is open,
rear
and you
was,
can
yeah.
see them. He's currently sitting like this on the...
Then,
Or you could look behind us.
It's
Then
actually called a windlass.
yeah,
on a boat,
I
perhaps.
said that about half an hour
Oh,
ago.
did you?
Yeah, it's because she knows about boats.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Not on a
And
boat.
he made me learn.
Did you?
Homework. But anyway, homework aside, wait, you slamming into that one's back?
Yeah, basically I just need to get him to stop doing
Boy,
what
you
he's
have
doing.
advantage. You're from behind as well. It's an easy test. You can flip your success if it's a
Is
fail.
that just a melee?
Yep, melee basic. I'm gonna roll this in case I flop
2
it.
successes.
Sweet! As you come in, this one, like the other one, also doesn't. In fact, let's make it the same one because I think it was. It was indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's already been stabbed in the back once. As you run over the corpse of the person who did that, and slam your blade directly into his back, cause you have to go. Ugh! And you feel the tip hitting the inside of the armor on the other side.
Ooh.
Kunk. Shit, stuck. Strength test.
You're having a lucky
I
night,
know.
aren't you?
I have a terrible night. 0 successes.
0 bit a pass.
Yes.
Sweet. As it turns and the blade's almost yanked out of your hand, As you just hold it, and it causes it to slip off. Black blood smears along the length of your blade as it looks at you and then mechanically reaches for its sword to pull it out.
Okay.
Hey! Wow! You saw that!
Yeah.
You saw that!
Yeah.
You saw the
Did everyone see
cold fire of Stegmar's Ulrich, then the blade hit, and then whoosh it! What the? Cool test.
There's a lot of them going about
Yeah.
this evening.
It's a very stressful situation.
Yeah, 4 successes.
You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. You're
Super
cool.
So cool. I'm totally cool.
What are you doing?
Cool.
Cool.
What he is going to do is
So you're sitting on the battlements in the top
Yeah, he's going to
floor at the
attempt a
moment.
perception test, bearing in mind he can perceive
Yes,
through walls and
absolutely.
his acute sense of hearing to try and see if anything's happening in that middle
Nice
tower.
one.
to
Go
suggest
for
that
it,
they're alert
please.
to us. Yeah, 6 successes.
Ooh, nice.
You stop
If it's
and you
hearing
put your
related,
hand
7
up
successes.
Nice.
and you feel. You can hear all of the melee around you. The conflict. Drawing blades, bows, burning person over behind you down to the side, burning away. Somebody sitting in the most unfortunate position with their legs over their shoulders and being stabbed right down between the legs by someone who's really desperate to kill that person. That is, at least they've got a clear
That's
target.
a thing.
Yep, and they're going for that target a lot in there. Put up
Not
ahead.
that
The central keep, I suppose. It's more of a tower, really, that stands on the central pillar of rock between the two main keeps. How'd you do in the perception test?
So 7 successes of hearing is a factor.
Fuck sticks. Acute sense hearing. Ping! So, what do we have in there? 1, 2, 3,
We shouldn't have cut so many out.
4.
I did say we should have switched production to the Outlaws. I did say that.
Of the knights are in there. They're spread between the middle and the top floor, and they're currently at their repose. You can actually hear one of them slurping, a noise somewhat similar to,
That is a slurp.
as another one, you can just catch him saying, "You're not sure what's going on now."
Anything to while away the hours, boys. Like,
Whatever's happening with those
No
guards,
judgment.
it's clear that they have yet to hear any of the kerfuffle or any of the freezing ice or anything else at all.
that's good.
It is, after all, dark. It's nighttime. They don't expect anything to be going wrong. And noises are always prevalent in this place because, as you've already gathered, some
Yeah.
of these beggars are prone to screaming.
Yeah. Plus, like the wind, the
Yeah.
water underneath. There's
Yeah.
so many. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. In which case he will.
You also think it's probably going to rain soon.
What the hell? Okay. He will, in that case, head over to start making his way down.
Okay,
With his move.
so make his way over there and start making his way down to the lower tier. Gerhard. So
Okay.
it's full. You're backing off. It's lumbering after you on fire. It's clear, though, it's not got much in the way of sensory perception because as you go, whatever particular pithy phrase you
Yeah.
offer, it changes direction, heads towards it. If you say nothing, it just sort of lumbers forward. You could probably easily direct it to a wall, for example, or work your way around it, or something else.
Yeah, where would it be useful to have a flaming person? That's
Over in the pile of mutants in the ruin bit.
What might be more useful is to get the people in and shut the door.
I can't hear you.
Well, but to be fair, he needs to get the fiery guy away from the doorway to make that happen.
But your
So he
lore
needs to-
battle would kind of give you that sense, right?
Ah,
That we should be
that's a
securing
great
the
question.
position.
Yeah.
What's Blanca hurt?
Yes. Okay. I will. I'll tiptoe past said flaming gentleman
Yes, are you intending on heading in this direction?
just to step out, make sure,
And-
because obviously we've got outlaws also.
Yeah, they can easily handle them in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely stuff. I just want to stick my head out. Just have a quick.
As you're doing that, 2 outlaws are making their way in. If you stick your head out, you see a very unfortunately positioned armoured figure who looks like it's got a lot of very bloody wounds in its posterior area.
Right. I see that you.
There's
were the-
also a dead outlaw or 2 sitting on the outside.
fine. And those 2 that we see at the northwest of the map.
Oh,
Are they out? Are they
Northeast.
outside or are they northeast? Sorry.
no, they're moving in, so they'll be over there.
Okay. Oi, oi, hey, you 2, come on, Get in.
That's Sigri, who's sitting at the back.
Oh, right. Oh. Sorry, Sigrid. Nice to see you. Welcome.
Pleasantries.
Mother.
As, she whispers, quick. Have I cleared them all?
No.
Maybe. Could be. Probably.
She turns the corner.
Enough.
Burning person.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The other thing I want to do is, while I'm sticking my head out, is actually to see if the fire that we lit, the distraction fire, is that still going? And
Absolutely.
Or are
It's
there
some
any...
significant distance away as well,
Okay.
which is good. There's no clear signs of anyone thundering through the woods either.
Fine, and nobody coming back.
Not at least at this point.
Good,
no.
excellent. All right, in you get, and then we'll close up shop.
So bringing them in and closing up shop. Yume! Hey, Yume, that was successful. What's your plan now?
I mean, I'm slightly resentful that the rock was more affected than my arrows, but you know. Oh well.
Bigger.
I will. I mean, I saw Leopold kind of going there and then going back, so I'm assuming there aren't any hiding, and she'll go across and then down that set of steps. Is that?
There's a set of stairs over on this side, so you
Yeah.
could go in and then down through there through the gatehouse.
Yeah.
That'll take you down to the lower level of the gatehouse on the south side of the main gate in.
Is
At
there
that point,
anyone on?
there is
in-
nobody in here at all.
Cool. Good.
So yes, you're pretty much on the outside. You'll see Gerhardt is making his way through the tunnel of the main entrance point of the gatehouse there. Sigri is with him, and off to your left-hand side, there's a big burning guy. Who's
did you use
swiping his sword out before two outlaws who are just backing off from him as he starts tumbling forwards and then clatters on the ground, burning.
Okay.
The
Hit
night
his
is
head!
on fire.
She'll say.
Flip him over, he's dead.
Cool.
Hey, Ulrich.
Okay, lovely.
There's some outlaws in front of you on the battlements who've come up the stairs above the stables, and they look over towards you, and one of them says, "Is there any more?"
No,
And you can clearly see two of them over on this side as you
down,
flip
but
back.
the battlements are clear.
They're making their way down from the room on the second level of the southern building.
So they're making towards the
So
courtyard.
they're going down towards that.
And there's stairs just to the east of Elric that Dan can see on
So
the map.
where you are, there's no obvious stairs on top.
Yeah.
It just goes around the outside of this tower. There's no route into this tower. You go around the outside of it.
Right, so the only way he knows is to go back to where
Yeah.
he came. So he'll just say, "Follow me, come on, we got more to kill."
Heading off in that direction.
Yeah.
They all come following after you as well. This one goes running off in that direction just in case. This one goes there. All in all, our assault seems to be going relatively well so far.
Stop tempting fate.
For most. The end of the round. Okay, so at the end of the round, there are two knights that are making their way out from the southern building left on the map. There's one still down the southern gate that's engaged with Birdie. Got a good stabbing in his back for the second time. But there's no other knights that you can see other than the ones that you're aware of that are over in the central tower. The gate currently is open slightly down at the bottom where Alamenowith is, and there's ice splattered across the bridge there. A few of the shards are stuck into the rock at odd angles.
Well, it's me.
Yes, it's you, Alamenowith.
Having a quick glance around. Is there room for me to engage the one that Birdie's on?
Yeah, I think you should do a cool test.
5 successes.
Good. You have no idea what the problem with Birdie was at all. So
Only a
anyway,
matter of time. It's
But,
only a matter of time.
is he clearly focused on her? Is he stunned? Can she get away with
Who?
us? The one Birdie's fighting.
she's in the doorway at the moment,
Yeah,
so
so
on the other
probably
side, so
won't be
very
able to.
difficult to
So
see.
she'll turn around and start to creep to hide here, so she can see if any are coming down here.
Okay,
and
so
maybe,
moving over towards that side, creeping down
and then
that side.
if they engage someone else, her plan is to charge
jump
them
out
in the
on them.
back.
Birdie! You're one who can now attack against you this round too. Is no longer surprised.
1 success.
One
Crit,
success. I successfully
Oh,
passed.
you missed a bit.
Oh, balls.
And another 3 successes.
That takes you over my 2. Okay, so +1 crit, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, smashing. Okay, as you go in, stabbing through the gap on the armor there, plunging into the flesh, yanking back out with a burst of black, causing it to drop its sword.
Shucks.
you can do another attack as it somewhat foolishly leans down, pick up the sword to try and hit you again.
0 successes.
Oh, wow, and successfully just puts up its arm as you bash against the arm, picks up its sword, and readies up again, faces off against you again. Leopold, you're down the stairs. You'll just reach where Alamenawith is, holding onto the blade. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I think unless
You definitely felt that.
Yeah, unless some weird juju happens.
Nope.
He is gonna run right past Elemenoi.
Yep.
And drag those bodies back inside the gate.
Run in there. Grab those bodies.
As he runs past,
Good job.
as he runs past, Elemenoi.
It's quite heavy. See how well you do.
And he will whisper as he goes, saying, "They don't know in the middle tower."
Perfect. Do yourself a strength test. Let's see how well he does.
Oh, passed.
What'd you roll?
I mean, one success.
One success. That'll get one of them in then.
My strength's only 34, so that's good for me. That's a result. I'll
Still
take
good
it.
to pull that body in.
As he goes past,
Well,
Alamenowith will say, "Birdie went mad. They took the sword off her."
I felt that.
Hey, Gerhardt.
Right.
Okay, so Sigrid has just passed you.
Yep.
Burning guy has collapsed forwards and is now just burning on the ground with people just stabbing him in the back.
Right, staff.
The tower appears like it's now being taken.
Okay. So
The gatehouse is yours.
yes. So two things, if possible. I'll try and do both of these at the same time. I will lower the portcullis.
Chewed
Yeah.
up.
So back into this room.
So portcullis down, and while I'm doing that, Sigrid, if you could basically gather the troops somewhat, sort of everybody's kind of spread out a bit. Just form them up, and we'll need to make sure that we've cleared every room. So we'll have to go from north. Never eat northeast, and then each room.
That's quite a lot to say in a single round.
Yes, I know.
Do yourself a leadership test, please.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Superb. She uses battle tongue.
Nice. I don't understand it.
Yeah, she's not talking to you. She's talking to them.
Okay.
Do they understand that?
Yeah, they do. They're outlaws.
Damn it, we should all learn that.
Yeah, you should.
You should, you should
Sadly,
teach
it's
us.
Pretty
not in my
handy.
career.
As they split up into 2 groups and start the process, there's these ones here to take out as they're making their way down the stairs over here. Going to do a quick test for them too. One of the ones just jumps off the stairs down on the one, plunges his sword through his neck, killing him. Death blowing into the next one, pulling the sword through him and into the other, killing the other outlaw. Dead and dead. And that was
But
the first one.
facing
This
the
one
other
then
way.
charges into the group with Sigrid at the back. Wow. Oh, wow. Fuck me. Pardon my French, but that's another one down. And another mighty blow too. As carves into one, goes through the shoulders, out the other side. Most of the impetus of its blow is taken up by this as it slams into the second, who clearly didn't expect to have a sword going through his friend into him, and causes quite a deep wound, a gash at the top of the arm, causing her to twist round, pull her sword back, and half back away from it. The shock of that was significant. Pass the goal test. You may.
You may well.
Screams.
Yes, but
I'm going to do a
so
leadership
many
test.
people.
I mean perception. Nope, our people over in the central tower have not heard yet.
Yuma will go check inside to see if Gerhard needs help with the chunk.
Chunk, chunk, chunk. Gerhardt has successfully lowered the portcullis. There's
Okay,
still
cool.
2 gates, though, that need to be opened. You're not sure what the mechanisms are for the 2 gates. You didn't see one in that room. You've got 2 other rooms that you could go into.
Okay, well I'll look around for those then.
You head over into that one, and there's a mechanism in there too, presumably for the outer gate.
Cool, I will close that.
Tonk, 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 as that gate shuts too. Elric.
He's running down the stairs, shouting 2 more incoming, and I guess as soon as he hits the ground, he'll see the guy closest to him who's just run through 2 people,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, he'll go and attack him in the back.
Sweet charge.
4 successes.
Do my test to see if I can react. I have 3, so you still got to hit him.
Cool. So win by 1, so it's 11 damage.
Oh, crap.
Magical as well because it's his staff.
Using his staff.
Yeah.
Clatter! A flare of sparks comes off from the edge of the staff, pardon me, as it slams into it.
It's the 34
Nipple.
arm, I think. Right arm.
Right arm, yeah. Crunch! sword still held firmly in hand. I believe that's the end of the round. Sigri, upon seeing that, she will charge in. What's your initiative?
My initiative is 71.
Yeah, she's ahead. She charges in.
Elf blood in her.
Ooh.
As well.
She's fumbled.
Or bad,
No,
maybe.
no, the opposing side fumbled. I was like,
Love it.
ooh, and it's an 88.
It's going to benefit them somehow.
Ooh. As she comes bellowing forward, a face, more a mask of fury than human at all, pulls out her axe and strikes down in the center of its head, carves into it. The blade hooks in the back of the neck and gets stuck as she pulls at it.
Wait.
Sorry, Ralph. Pulls back at it, yank, yank, yank. It's in, and she just gets frustrated as she pulls from side to side to side to side, as the head breaks, yank, yank, as she screams at it. Again, possibility. Nope. You have to crit a test on a perception test. It's about a 1 in 15 chance they'll hear, approximately, each time. Didn't hear that time, though.
Is it
She screams her way through that one, and that one is down. That's the end of the round.
No, that was the start of the next round.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's
Yeah,
start of the next
first.
round.
So
I'm in a
it's
wife.
This guy, is he well engaged with Gerhard?
He's engaged.
Elric?
Elric, engaged with Elric, correct.
So I could...
You can sneak it.
Yeah, you totally could jump. You want to charge in? You
Yeah.
can't charge, you're too close, but you
Fuck
can
it,
definitely
if
get...
Do you want me to do a cool
91.
test? Yeah.
Cool test!
1 success.
Don't remind him, Lindsay.
You have literally no idea why
Whose
everyone's
side are you
complaining
on?
so much.
3 successes.
Blade comes out, it gets more. And turns around, parries, benefit of the blade, goes straight through the blade. If you're using a metal blade to parry, always fail. It goes straight through the blade and hits it in the face.
Oh.
It looks
shit.
surprised.
I mean, which is a fair response.
I think so, as the front is shorn off from the helmet as it twists around, the blade just goes through and it twists back. And the face there is a horror of maggots, stitching, two
no.
tongues
No.
Wait. If they weren't before.
sitting out from either side, and 3 eyes, one of which have been stitched above the other eye.
This is the
This eye
worst.
here looks like it doesn't work properly, which is why the second eye was put in above.
You don't work
You
properly.
have that moment to consider that while you do yourself.
That
A cool test.
Feels inefficient.
Doesn't feel very
Oh, a
clever,
cool
but
test.
that's what they did. Cool test, please.
Aye, aye.
They're just
4
Aye.
successes. I'm good.
Yeah, you're cool.
I imagine Elric's right there.
Yeah, you can do that test
You're
too.
rubbing
Yeah,
them out.
good
they're
point.
just rubbing
It's
it
horrific,
in that
unless
you don't have
again,
any eyes.
5
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
we're fine. Okay.
He's been on
I do feel
battlefields.
personally.
It snarls at you. The teeth in its cheekbone shake slightly. Birdie.
I will continue to clobber.
Clobber, you're one in front of you. Oh dear, I have done poorly. This may be a good round for you.
3 successes.
I have minus, I don't have advantage, I have -4.
So that's 7 plus
Damage, please.
10. So 17 wounds.
Ow! Okay, as you hit it and knock off one of its bits of armor, clatters to the ground, exposing a shoulder. What a surprise! With a bony protrusion sticking out of one side. Nothing too horrific, but it most certainly is the case. Hey, Leopold!
Hello, same again.
Going to try and
I
grab another strength test, please?
think. Crit.
Oh, superb. Then you've got them in. You can even close the door if you wish.
Nice, yeah, I'll
Yank
do
on it
that.
a little bit.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
7
Total number
successes.
success. Yeah, totally. Shot. Job done. Gerhardt.
Right, okay. That's all done. Excellent. Let's step out, I suppose.
Is there still an alive guy in that room where you are?
Where
That's
Birdie
the one
is.
fighting Birdie.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
one
sorry.
fighting Birdie.
So I'll step out from the side room into the central courtyard area.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
One door's still open. Both those are shut.
That's all right.
Oh
we
no,
can-
that one's shutting as we speak.
Okay.
It appears that one of the outlaws has probably found the
Right. good stuff.
mechanism to
Well
shut it,
done.
or Yumi is doing that one somehow. So that one's all shutting off. There's a burning corpse off to your left-hand side.
Nice.
It smells a little bit like... Oh, you're not sure you're going to eat bacon again.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
I wasn't the biggest fan of bacon anyway.
You're definitely not now.
Yes.
Unless you are. Cool test.
Oh no.
I feel the rock grabbing the stuff.
Oh, it's really hungry.
Oh no.
That's real bad. I'll spend a fortune. No.
Oh, that's good.
No successes, but success.
Enough. For a moment, that sizzling hide.
Mm.
Finger licking good. And then you realise what you're thinking,
I think
and immediately override it with whatever your choice of thoughts are.
Right. Choice of thoughts. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I could use that oil in another recipe. That's the first.
Murder House 2.
Murder House 2. Yeah, exactly. Let's. Oh fuck! What do I do? There's not much really going on now. Everybody else seems to be dealing with things. I will go to the place where it doesn't seem people are. So let's go to the northeast corner of the courtyard.
Heading
as
up
much
in
as
this
I can
direction
get
over here?
Yeah.
Back by the place where you originally entered.
Yeah, let's
Right.
check.
Good! As you're heading over in that direction, and... Give me. You're currently in the lower levels of the gatehouse entrance, having shut down the gates there.
That has windows, right? I can see.
Yes,
the
it
little-
does.
So I'll take a quick peek.
Oh, look, it's that guy that you hit with a... How come he's the one... And you're staring right out the most
Is he still
unfortunate
pointing
place.
at her?
Sadly, no, he's not.
He's just so.
No, he is just not with his finger.
Oh, no! 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 What are you doing?
Just giving a quick glance just to check there aren't people coming.
At the moment, there appears to be no one else coming. There are a couple of corpses on the outside, as you can see.
Sure, that's fine. They might come back alive at some point, which is fun, but that's fine. And she'll go back through, and join the ones looking through.
So joining these people
Yeah.
here who are making their way up to start checking each one of the rooms here. So you can join the back of that crew as you wander up here. There's a door ahead of you if you wish to head over towards it.
Me, Gerhard. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Open up. You find yourself
Hello.
in a smithy.
Oh.
Yeah. There's nobody. Oh no, there is somebody in there. A rather cringing-looking fellow.
Non-threatening.
Well, it depends how you define threatening. Is he brandishing a blade at you? No. Does he have an extra arm? Yes.
Okay.
Is that threatening? That's entirely up to yourself. In one hand, he has a hammer. Looks like it's a smith's hammer. In the other hand, he has nothing more than his own belly, which he's clutching at.
Does he look like? How's he look? Just scared.
Terrified.
All right. Close the door and walk away.
Perfect. Well, Rick.
He's still fighting this guy.
Woo! Not a good roll.
That's a crit.
Oh!
6.
Is that plus 6, did you say?
10 successes.
And a plus 6 crit as well.
Yeah.
Holy cremoleons. And that's the one that's already... Yeah, nice. Okay, so total damage, please.
What did I say? 10 successes, 20. How much did you win by?
You got plus... how many successes did you get in total?
10.
Sorry, 10. So you... I can just give you the... you failed by 3, so plus 3.
So 23.
Oh, bloody hell. Against staff.
Yeah,
Okay, as
the
you come
body.
in, whack him in the body with a heavy blow, causing him to crump back. And as he falls down that way, you lift the staff up, hit his chin, and it causes it to go. And you see the stitching rip as the whole head flips off like it's a flip top, giving you a beautiful internal view of everything that apparently works on the inside. Blood,
The Kurgan at the end.
for a moment, spurts up and then kind of gives up as the whole thing collapses over to one side. Consider that night a goner. Crunch. Nice. And that is not quite the end of the round, because we've got our dudes who are passing by these corpses, going up the stairs towards the southern building over there, and they're going to start trying to clear that out. And that's it, I think.
No, I'm still fighting.
Oh, Birdie, that was next round. Okay, it's the end of the round. So, start of next round. Right, so the fighting there's concluded. Let's take those off. They're dead. That's 3 of the outlaws dead in there.
Oh,
in
no.
where?
In this
building.
tower here. Then
Oh, I didn't even realise there was...
out of here comes 1. Comes 2, like so. Nice. Love it. Another 2 knights, one of which doesn't have his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray.
He must be a hero. You need to challenge him
yeah.
immediately.
He's all over it.
We've just run out of counters. If you need a helmet one, there's one in front of your GM screen.
I don't need a helmet one. That is the one I want.
Okay, good. to know.
Okay, right. So that's the end of the round. We start off with Alamenawife. You're there and you will see them coming out from the tower that's over at the far west of the compound. They've come out from the door that's there, the double doorway at the bottom of it. There are 2 knights at the front and 1 sitting at the back. With his helmet off, looking particularly skull-like, not stitched together-like.
At the back.
Yes.
So,
If
but
you charge, you'll be charging a knight.
one of the
Yes.
helmeted knights.
Yes. You can
If-
choose not to charge, just do it as a movement, which means you can go anywhere, but you won't be doing your attack, because that'll be your action. Well,
If I
you-
charge them
you
in the
won't get
side,
benefit.
are they going to see me?
I mean, you can just get that will count as effectively a surprise charge because they weren't
Yeah.
quite ready for it. So yes, you could attack with this. The reason she keeps on asking each time is because she follows a very certain precepts as to exactly when she can or when she cannot attack. Because she's follows a goddess that very much does not take the direct route.
So I could go in, and if I succeed, I could then spend my advantage to disengage. couldn't
Yeah,
I?
but your movement would have been taken already. Charging in, so you would have used your movement up. Next round, you could do that.
Okay.
What are you doing? Quick!
I'll just I'll charge.
Charge in, lovely.
Well, you do have
Swing that blade. Can I have a cool test, please? I may have critted.
1 success.
You rolled very well though, but I still critted. So yes, you're fine. Now for your slice at it.
3 successes.
Okay, so I win the combat. You come forward, it lifts up its blade, and again, it goes straight through the blade. Leaving it with a stub, which causes it to go, oh, and then just stabs straight forward, slicing across your neck, causing a nasty wound that bleeds badly down your side. Lose. That's 9 damage, please, and take a bleeding wound. So you're bleeding 1 each round. We'll do a test at the end of each round to cover that as it stabs and pulls back. You then cut into a part of the armour, causing the front of its chest armour to shear off. Birdie.
I will continue to clobber him, or attempt to. 5 successes.
2, you hit. Give me damage, please. Plus 3.
5, 8, 18 wounds.
Okay, oh man. Through, crash into your blade. It falls stumbling backwards as you just plunge it directly into the centre of its chest. Blood burbles up and then stops. Do yourself a cool test.
1 success.
You suppress the urge to scream.
Good.
Have a loophole. You've pulled the corpses in, you've closed the gate.
I suppose he won't yet. Well, or will he be aware with his weird
Yeah.
ESP of the
Yeah,
fact there's more
you'll
knights
be
coming
aware
through?
of what's basically going on, yes.
But I can't get to them this round, can I? They're too far away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you could charge one of them.
I will charge one.
Okay, as you twist round and then just
Probably
sprint
the one
across.
I'm on.
Yeah.
I will, however, require an athletics test. There's several corpses in the way you might
Okay.
trip. It's not likely, but you might.
I've got advantage from having done the prayer.
Yeah.
In which case, yeah, fine.
Superb. As you skip over those corpses and charge that chap. Wow, he did not do well. -3.
Plus 2.
3 fails. So that's win by 5.
5, 13 damage.
Okay.
13
Crack!
13.
Bong! As the armor rings resoundingly. Didn't crit. Didn't crit. They did not hear that. Good. As you whack it in the side, Gerhardt.
All right, lovely stuff. Let's do it.
Do it.
Okay, let's. However far I can get towards our Scully pal.
So you're just going to charge back in the door again?
No,
she's
Scully
going-
guy.
Scully guy, Scully pal.
He's gonna challenge the Scully guy.
His short-term ambition is to
I've
challenge
got to do
someone
my
of
short-term.
significance.
Oh, you over there.
Yeah.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Stop.
5,
Let's-
6,
no,
7.
no, not all the way, not all
He's
the
going to
way.
make him come to him.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
about halfway of that movement.
There you
There.
go. Then
There,
you
yep.
march
Lovely.
over in front of the stables and almost up to the coach house. And
Points the rapier forwards. Hand back, assume the stance. Sir! Scully boy! I am...
Scully boy.
And I'm going to go with a little bit of subterfuge here. Casta Liberung. In the name of the hand, prepare to die. Right? Like that.
Can I have
Okay, just don't roll any
can
ideas,
I have a
just
cool
that.
test, please?
You can have a cool
Yes.
test. 88. No, it's not. Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay, no corruption.
Good.
And
Interesting.
I'm not saying there was going to be. So
Yeah. and
could
might as
I
well do
please
something as well.
have a leadership test?
Yeah.
Ooh.
3 off. I'm going to spend a fortune point.
Okay, go for it.
Oh.
Is this the 88?
No, but it is a fumble.
It is a fumble.
That is 77.
77, so fumbled. So, Scully boy, and then he slips in a pool of blood. His feet go flying up above as he lands heavily on his back and crashes as he crashes to
That's
the
fine.
ground.
That's fine.
Blood splashes to either side.
Oh dear.
Fortunately, not his. Well done.
Good.
You may.
All right.
You may well contain a snigger.
So you're
You're
currently
right, pal.
making your way up through the stables over towards the side. They're basically going room to room over there to see if there's any bad guys doing bad guy
Yeah,
things.
well, I've gone up those stairs before,
Yes,
so
you have.
she'll check the ones that she hasn't been in.
Yeah, so this is the upper level of the stables where clearly mutants live.
Okay.
Ah, dear. So many mutants. They're mostly cowering.
Okay. She'll go through and just say, "It's fine. We're not here to kill you. Just stay out of the way."
Okay, jump test, please.
She's adorable. It has to work.
Are they? What's my thing?
Mutants.
Rapscallions.
Yes. They're
Criminals or nobles?
No, they're not criminals. They're not
legal
nobles.
now, yeah.
Cool. Just a normal chart. 69. What's my chart? Damn
I
it.
mean, that should be an automatic pass on a charm test.
Did I get advantage from killing that?
Oh,
dude?
I'd say so, yes.
Okay, cool. In which case, 6 successes.
Sounds good to me. As mutants are calmed, one of them says, "Oh, thanks, mistress," from the mouth in his shoulder.
Okay.
Deal
Very
with it,
nice
yeah.
of you, mistress.
Uh-huh.
You'll save us.
Uh-huh. If
Sure.
you, where,
Sure. We
do
won't
you
burn
know
you.
where the bell is to alert the other keep?
It's in the main tower.
Okay.
Points over towards the large tower over at the side.
Well, it's good that the other 3 just fought some Outlaws and didn't think to ring it, I guess. She'll go back out then to be able to...
Okay, making your way down and out through there as they do the rest of the rooms. Elric.
He is following the father, charging into the same.
Okay,
road.
charging in as well.
Yeah.
Oh, bang! As the 3 of you, Alamenowife, Leopold, and yourself, crash into these 3 that come out of the tower.
4 successes.
Superb! That one attempts to lash back. Is on
No.
fumbled.
Oh. You broke his
Critted on you. Fumbled on you.
Fumble. As he reaches up far too slowly to get the blow in. Boom. Oh, how many successes did you get? Sorry.
4.
4. Add another 4 on top of that.
18 damage.
He's already been rather badly
Did
hurt.
you roll again for your crit?
I didn't crit. He fumbled.
Oh, he
Yeah,
fumbled.
totally.
Yeah.
Raises up, giving you the perfect opportunity to plunge your fiery staff right into the open face where the mask had been sheared off. Nice. Plunge as it. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
bacon.
Collapses to the ground. Flip that one over. Good job. There are still 2 left, including Scully.
Scully boy.
Nice, like that.
So Scully,
Are follow-up moves a thing in LAWhammer?
Yeah, you can just move straight into the square.
Or just because Elric might want to.
Not.
I mean,
Or
Scully,
not.
he's called the challenge. He'll
Yeah, that's
respect
fair.
the challenge,
That's fair.
but he will engage with the next knight.
Yeah.
Respect the challenge. Don't respect the challenge.
It's an honourable
Charge!
Oh shit!
Hey, Gerhardt!
Oh, I'm on the floor. as
Don't
well.
worry,
Yeah, you are.
I'm not honourable.
In
I'll
terms
just
of
charge him in the back.
The pole arm, it would be a bit of a reach, maybe to
Oh,
to
yeah,
scupper that.
totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, go for it. Do yourself whip melee. See, dodges out.
2 successes.
I win.
Did what I could.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
fine.
As you swipe at it into blank spaces, it turns round and says, "For Sigma!"
Oh.
and strikes at you.
What the hell?
I have 8 successes.
Right.
You are obviously on the ground. You don't have advantage, but you can do yourself a dodge if you wish.
Well, I
Just-
have done, and I rolled 90, so I'm going to.
Oh dear!
I'm going to fortune point it.
That sounds good.
Oh no.
What's your dodge?
That's not that good. Fumble. That's a fumble. I think. That's a fumble.
What is happening to us?
It's for the gods.
That's a
Skinny
fumble.
boy out! For Sigma! As he thrusts down his blade. I need to know what you rolled.
Oh, 55.
55. So that's 1 fail.
Oh, yes. Yeah, 1.
1 fail. Superb. So okay. As he plunges down into your abdomen,
Oh.
the blade sinks in. As he twists it back out. You take a total of 21 wounds. That's pretty decent.
But what about the rotworm?
Okay.
Good question.
21 wounds.
Yeah.
So take that. Is that enough to get you below 0?
I'm fine. No, I'm way below 0 now.
How much below 0?
I will be spending a fate point.
No, you might not need to.
Well,
How many will
I've
you be
got-
under?
Well, I've got 2 left.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah.
screwed. Okay, so that would
What
have
armor are you
been.
wearing?
That would have been right into your heart.
Yeah. My Gerhardt.
He deserves
So
to
let's.
die.
Fate point to survive and stay running, or fate point to
Just
just
dodge it and
dodge
stay
the
down.
rest of this combat.
Well, I only had to challenge.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to win it. You
No,
know what I
and you
mean?
definitely didn't. I think you have
Lawyered.
successfully succeeded in lawyering your way through a short-term ambition.
Again, it's a teachable moment, right? Where don't challenge the big scully champion guy.
Yeah. I think I'll stay down.
Yeah, wise move.
Fate point,
As
stay
he
down.
plunges deep into you, not realizing that the blade has skited off the side of your ribs.
Hey!
It's a nasty wound, but you're not dead. He thinks you are. As he pulls the blade out, you pass out, looks down at you, and says, "That's what happens when you stand against the Emperor. Outlaw!" For those of you just listening to this, there was a lot of mime. Moving on, you may. So, you've just seen Gerhardt be stabbed to his death right in front of your eyes. What's your plan? Oh no, that's the end of the round. That wasn't your initiative. It's the end of the round.
yeah.
It's actually LAWhammer.
Sigrid.
Yeah, she's with her people at the moment, so she's
okay.
moved with them. So they're just moving into the building down to the south. So
She's sort of stuck right in the
LAWhammer,
corner.
yes, you've got one knight there. If you want to move into combat, you've got the obvious one right in front of you.
Elric's distracting him at least.
Yeah. Elric's district. Yeah, I couldn't charge the big guy because that
Yeah,
would
you can't even see
literally-
him.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you're sitting at the moment, you can't see him. You need to go around there. You're not even aware of what's happened, nor do you know
Yeah.
that Gerhardt has been taken out as the evil emperor hating person that he is, outlaw.
I'll join Elric.
Okay, moving forward to attack. You don't get the bonus for charging, but I think you already have advantage, so there's no big loss there. How many? Cool test first.
Oh, cool test first.
Cool test.
3 successes.
There's just something wrong with humans. And
7 successes.
oh balls! I thought I'd done well. I got 5. Okay, so that's 2. And your strength bonus was again
4.
with a shing round like so. Just checking where everyone is. Wallop into the side of him, through the armour like it's not there, and you slice across the front of it with the tip of your blade as you're coming in. Opens a big wound, cuts through the armour there, parts of which fall off, and because it was altogether too freely moving, slams into the wall over to the side here, goes through the wall, and pulls back with a real bit of He is, however, knocked down. Birdie, you have not killed your one yet. He hasn't struck you back. I'm about to try in that now, and I've only got one success. Go for it.
No.
If I hit you,
Fail.
that's a shame. What'd you roll? How many fails?
One fail.
One fail. Okay, so I win by 12 damage. 12 damage. And that's to your left leg. If it makes any difference. Good stab down there.
What are you wielding?
Just sword.
As defensive.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yeah,
so make that 11 wounds.
11 wounds.
Much better.
Thank you, guys. I always forget about that.
Yeah, totally. So now it's you, Birdie.
I will return the favour.
You
or
don't have
attempt.
advantage. Oh, balls. I got -3. 3 fails.
Pass. 0 successes.
Okay, so you win by 3 damage, please.
13 then.
Oh, yeah, that's him. I'm giving all the rest of the damage. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's him down now.
Finally.
I thought he would have been killed, actually. Didn't you stab him through the head?
Oh, yeah.
No, she's made absolutely sure.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
definitely,
she did
definitely
because
dead.
you made
Yeah.
her see whether
Yeah,
she
totally.
screamed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. No,
Oh,
it's
let's
dead. You
do-
don't take that damage at all.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
Sounds the time.
That's what happens when I don't flip over my counters.
Yeah, instead,
In which case,
For those of you watching on YouTube later, there was no problems at all with that. Definitely flipped counter.
I suddenly realise I'm alone.
Birdie, you're alone, surrounded by
Surrounded by
corpses.
Happy place.
Call it Tuesday. Let's...
No, Valentag.
Valentag.
We are, after all, in the Warhammer world.
This is true. Can I see what's going on in the courtyard?
Not where you are. You'll need to come out, but you
Alright,
can hear
well,
the sounds of conflict from behind you.
I will run towards the sense of conflict.
Right.
good job.
Twist round, run round, signs of conflict. You'll get there, but you won't be able to attack. So it'll be outside your charge range, but you can reach there.
Yes. Super.
So it's Leopold.
So
You're out of that particular
Yeah,
combat.
and I think
you're round the
Leopold
corner at the moment.
is aware of this skull-faced
Yep.
maniac taking Sigmar's name in vain.
Mm.
So I would like to charge the apostate, please.
To be
And
fair,
I will
he's
be-
just guarding
And I'm
his
going to
castle.
yell
Contest,
out,
please.
I'm going to yell out, lay down your arms, apostate, as I charge. Oh shit! I have my fortune point. Whoa! I've got advantage.
Yes.
8 successes.
You cannot use advantage.
I will fortune point. That's more like it. 4 successes.
Sounds good. You can charge it.
Huzzah!
As it twists round, you charge and it counterattacks. It attacks first.
Of course it does.
Is it
I've
not
got
good?
7 successes.
Oh, Andy Leask.
I have 12.
Fuck's sake.
And a crit.
I think we need to gang up on this guy. Because I think
Absolutely.
charging one at a time is still working
As
for us.
you come forward,
Just a thought.
apostate, it looks over and somehow it manages to grin as its teeth shift in its mouth.
Oh.
That rictus smile comes even more smilier. As you come forward, it deftly moves to one side, you swing at it, it ducks under and slices across your arm for 31 damage to the right arm.
I'm not down.
What?
31 damage, so I'll
I
take
mean,
off.
Dr. Flaster's got over 50 wounds.
Yeah.
I'll take off.
Yeah,
She's a
3.
Yeah, she is.
How much did you say? 31?
31.
So I've still got. I mean, not many. I've got 5 wounds left.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah.
Boom! But on top of
I've
that,
got shield.
on top of that,
Oh, your arm's broke again.
your arm is rebroken.
Oh,
You've taken a critical to the arm that was broken, which means it automatically re-breaks. And you also have 2 wounds lost for your bleeding,
Gerhard
and
did
2
warn
tests
you
for
about
that.
What?
yeah, to be fair. You
it's
tell me not to
endurance.
use it. That is fair. But equally, if I hadn't used
Did
it,
it pass first one?
Yeah.
You'd be dead.
Okay, did you
I
get a
won't be
double?
dead. But I've
No,
taken 2
it
more
keeps
wounds.
on going.
No.
If you get a double, if you crit it, it'll stop. Passing. Yeah, arm re-breaks. Endurance test. And also you have got, he's using a blade, a bleeding wound too. Whoa. That sucks. You can now attack it though.
Can I change the
Nope.
nature of my attack? No, okay.
No,
Just,
no.
I was going to say you can do a
Charge.
damaging miracle instead. but no.
Sadly. Oh, wow.
Has he done really well again?
No.
Has he fucking critted
He's
again?
done bad. He's done bad. He's done bad. He's
You're
done
an
bad.
absolute bellend.
Come on, he's done bad.
I mean, I passed, but not by much.
How many successes?
None.
I have 8.
Oh,
Oh, no, sorry. No, I have 14.
The number of successes.
No, I have 12. I can't count.
The number of successes doesn't matter. It's just have you done a crit?
And yes, I have.
Only the crit that matters.
Bullshit.
Wow, this guy.
This guy's on fire. No, wait, he's not.
As your
There's the
hammer
problem.
pulls out and you swipe again, the pain in your arm as you're swinging with your main hand as he just pushes the blade straight through between the bones.
Oh.
And then twists it, causing the bones to break.
I mean, it's a remarkable
Double
thing for him to
break.
do, considering there's a shield strapped on it, but okay.
Good point. Clearly, shield there. Wherever it doesn't have shield, it's gone through there.
Take his shield.
No, I'm not taking the shield because I didn't get the shield.
I don't want you to take the shield. I'll take the shield to hurt my arm.
If I had done blow up shield damage, I would have done that. But no, I didn't. It was definitely the arm. Breaking the arm, or we can fate point our way out of that if you choose, or have a double breakage.
I mean,
I mean,
it's broken
it's
anyway.
broken.
What's the difference? Double rate. It's going to take the same amount
No,
of time.
no,
to
no,
heal,
it's
I'd
the other
imagine.
arm. He said the other arm. So whichever, your main.
I thought you said he
arm,
hit above the shield.
No, that's because you said how did it go through the shield? It's because he hit with the hammer arm and he strikes at the hammer arm and twists. So yeah, it's the other arm.
A double break. I mean, that might be quite an interesting thing to live through. though.
Headbutt him.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I mean, you're not down.
I mean, the point.
Yeah.
So my arm's broken.
Yep.
But can I move it from the perspective of like gesturing? Just bear in mind.
Once it's bound up, you move your
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah. Well, it's more like, see, the problem is, like, because you're saying the way that Leopold perceives, he kind of needs to move his hand to see stuff. So there is going to be a slight problem. If both my arms are broken, I'm going to be
But
actually
you can
blind as
still
well as being
pray.
blind.
You can still.
But I can't see anything, though.
No, but you know he's right there. Just
Yeah.
like.
I'm more inclined to spend a fate point to stay in the fight, I think.
Fate point to stay. That arm is not broken as the blade swipes out towards it. The catch of light along the length of the blade. And you can see a reflection in it. Along the shimmering light. A woman who says, duck.
Okay.
You less duck and more tumble.
Yeah.
The pain in your arm so intense, but instead of committing to the attack you were in, you almost fall, tumble, twist to the side, and are on the other side of him over here by dead Gerhardt. Fuck sticks. The reality of that is lob lob. You hear his heartbeat. He's not dead. Good sense hearing. As you twist up to the other side, almost confused, it twists round to where you are, and then somehow grins again.
How are you grinning?
It says.
Ooh.
You may.
Or
you may not. So, as we said, dead Gerhardt, but let's add to the dead Gerhardt a broken-armed Leopold, and apparently a skeleton that thinks he's a heathen. You see that every day, right? I think maybe a cool test is definitely in order here.
No.
You are
Fail.
not going to charge that.
Cool. I wasn't
Fair.
gonna anyway. I would like to do a blessing of protection for myself.
Yeah, good idea. Blessing of protection.
I crit.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know what
You
to
don't have
do
any
about
sin
it.
points anyway, so it's not like you're going to be, or do you have sin? I think you don't have any sin points, do you?
No, I don't.
It just means that you can't take any, even if you'd rolled like a sin issue, you wouldn't get a sin on that one. So yeah, you've got it. Perfect. Blessing
Cool.
of protection on yourself as you whisper away to Ronald, and you feel no wicker from the fox. You feel no awareness of anything else there.
Worry about it later.
What are you going to do?
I
You
will-
can move somewhere.
Yes, I would like to go somewhere with height. The closest place.
Stairs over there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that sounds good. Go back to where they were coming out. One of them is actually making his way down the stairs at the moment. having
Sigrid is
successfully-
in that one, right?
Yep, she's
Okay, cool.
over in the southern building.
I'll just tell them, big scary person, maybe don't come out.
As Elric's
Elric.
engaged with.
Elric
Or,
is
like,
engaged with
just
that one.
tell
There's
them
all
to
three of you on it.
charge.
Just
Yeah,
yeah,
he is-
there's one still left alive there.
It's a success, but no success.
I have 2 fails on that one, so
Oh,
you've
12.
successfully, so 12 damage. Okay, a big clatter against this armor. As we hit, let's move them all definitely on the inside now as they're making their way through that building. Combat ensues over there. They make their way over there to guard over and make sure that there's no things happening there. Those ones make their way along the battlements. This one here, who definitely wasn't hiding, goes over there and hides some more. Did not pass the cool test. This one here is going to lash out badly at... I mean, who's the most threatening out of you 3? You. With your big crazy sword. 1 success on that one.
Oh, I'll spend a fortune point.
Cool test as well, please.
Oh, okay. My cool test is fine.
What's wrong with these humans?
2 successes.
Superb, you've succeeded. I've got 1. So you've successfully
my
parried and the blade sliced through.
Nice. Yep.
The joys of having a runic weapon that can just pass through metal as if it's nothing. Our big guy's already done. No, he did his counterattack. He hasn't done his attack yet.
No, he did do his attack.
No, he did a counterattack. So he
No,
didn't
he
attack
did
when
his
he was charged.
counterattack and then he did his attack.
You attacked Gerhardt.
No, you attacked
Well,
Leopold.
Oh, no,
Leopold
I
spent a
attacked
fate point.
Gerhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leopold spent.
No, it's okay. I mean,
Twice.
so it's next
No,
round.
he didn't spend an attack on me.
Yeah, he didn't spend an attack on Andy. He
Yeah,
definitely
he,
didn't.
he critted.
But
He
Andy-
counterattacked and
yeah,
critted.
totally.
Then he critted on the defense.
Totally. It's you.
I'll try and kill this one to free up them to.
Okay, go for it.
Shouted his turn to just go to the father. I can take care of this one.
I mean, she's right on the opposite
It's going
side.
for
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to
And
me.
Cool test.
yes, absolutely.
Can I use advantage on it?
No.
Did you not just do a cool test earlier?
Yeah, I did a
That was
cool
from
test
when
last
every time.
time.
Yeah.
So a fail, 1 fail.
Oh, here we go.
Are you rolling it?
Could I spend a fortune point and turn it into a success?
Yes, you can take that up by 1. I'll take it to 0 success.
Then I'll do that.
Done. Humans.
Risk mitigation. Okay.
Me too.
0 successes. for the
I
mass to hit him.
successfully parry with what remains of my blade.
Cut that bit off too.
As another bit of armor comes off. It's just embarrassing. Hit you with my hilt. Birdie.
You've got advantage, don't you?
No.
Oh.
Because I've just. Oh no, I will have
You will, you
advantage.
still keep
Yeah,
it, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't turn my card over. I do. Can I charge in?
Well,
Yeah,
you're in
you could
combat
spend- no,
already.
but she could spend
But
her
you can spend your advantage to
and then
disengage for
charge
free,
the big
and then you
guy.
can just charge straight into the next
Yeah,
one.
because I haven't actually.
Okay,
tried
so
to
spend
hit
your
this other
advantage,
guy.
flip it over, and
Yep.
then charge into that one in the rear, which, because you're charging that one in the rear, will give you advantage.
Oh,
Nice.
Flippy.
Yeah, that
Whoops.
worked quite well. Because it's facing the opposite. Oh my god, I completely flubbed it. Okay,
Birdie
It's-
to the rescue, baby.
3 successes and a crit.
and a
Yes.
crit, so roll again to,
Nice.
to get the number of successes.
Another 3 successes.
I have 0 successes on a fail. I think that tells you something about just how skilled this one is. Damn it. So you've critted +3?
Yeah.
You said, and total number of successes, just add your damage to it.
16.
Okay, cool. Let me just mark that down. It is immune to the critical that you did. Because your
Ooh.
blade goes into it,
Oh, dead.
but pulls
Of
back.
course, it's a skeleton, isn't it?
It is indeed. What's
So-
your initiative?
57.
Going to decide whether it's more than 57 now.
27.4. He's written it down.
In the contract he made with the Dark Gods.
Or did he let Bertie go first by accident?
No, he's going to spend that. Would you like to lose a corruption point?
Oh.
No.
Depends what it involves, but you can make a suggestion.
Corruption point to go prone.
One
Just lose a corruption point.
Go prone.
And you go prone.
Outrageous.
But if I prone, he can clobber me.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've got 14 out of 10 corruption points. Losing
Wow.
one's not going to make any difference. So
Sure. Okay, great.
Yeah, I mean, if you were offering her more than one,
I am not.
we're haggling here, Andy.
Yeah.
We're haggling.
No, it sadly doesn't work like that. So I'm hitting you.
okay.
So I only got a single success, rather sadly. poor roll. Oh no, +4. I got 5 successes. Sorry.
0 successes, so a pass.
Well, now we know what his skill is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Pardon?
0 successes.
So yeah, still hit. So that's 5. It's now got that on. So that is 17 damage.
Minus 10 because I'm using my sword. Yeah, so 7.
Nasty! As it slashes down on Leopold!
Well, I mean, we're about to have a theological crisis potentially, because this guy thinks he's a Sigmarite.
It totally does.
Yeah.
Is he a Sigmarite?
Well, are you a Sigmarite or you just think it?
Oh no!
I mean, sorry.
Oh no!
I mean, if he's
I'll punch you with my broken
if he's
arm.
protecting like an imperial castle with a lady who's like an imperial lady, then
You
Well,
are
he's-
currently, you
we're
are
outlaws,
at
right?
the moment breaking the law. You are at the moment going against Sigmar's law, indeed.
Well, I
There's
haven't...
no, well, you are by the letter.
Oh, by the letter,
Yeah.
sure.
And
But I'm not in the
Spirit
order
of the law.
I'm not in the order of the anvil, baby.
that's the Verenian way of dealing with it.
Yeah, but I'm not in the order of the anvil either.
Right.
I'm
No, not quite.
I'm an oracle of Sigmar, baby.
I'm not saying that the law is
an oracle of
wrong.
someone.
I'm just
Oracle of
simply
Sigmar.
saying, as it currently
Have it right.
stands, you're breaking the law.
But that doesn't. That's not what my theological quibble is. My theological quibble is: will he count as an enemy of Sigmar for a miracle?
Very interesting
So-
question.
But I'm going to find out. I'm assuming because he's engaged. I'm assuming because he's engaged with Birdie, Silver Flame is
Interesting marriage.
out of the option because it would catch her.
Yes, it almost certainly.
So I guess I will go for the Argent Decree.
An urgent decree!
Well,
Bellowing
It
prayers
also
to
catches
Sigmar.
Birdie.
And what does urgent decree do so that everyone knows?
So,
unanimous.
assuming he is classed, and we'll see, as both an enemy of Sigmar and Ulrich, he will take 2d10 plus strength damage, ignoring everything.
Nice.
But it may do nothing because he may not be an enemy of Sigmar.
Are you prepared to get a sin point?
Yeah,
If he's
But
just
I
an
have to
enemy
try.
of Ulrich, is it 1d10?
I don't
He's
know.
only
and,
gonna
and, and we
do
haven't, and we don't know in terms of that clause, in terms of like where,
Yeah.
like we yeah, he just
Find
has to
out in
try
a
it.
moment.
And I'm almost certainly going to get sin for it, but I've got to try. So it passed. Or
Damage, please!
So come on, roll big for me. So that's +3, so that's +4 on top of this. 11, 15.
Nice, 15 damage. Take sim point.
Oh, so it's both.
Oh, it's both.
He's an enemy of Sigmar and also a Sigmar. Interesting.
You can still
Awkward.
believe, but you're an abomination.
Guess
onto
what?
it, right?
Yeah.
You're unconscious.
I'm dead.
You may.
I feel like he's not, and he's just like opening one eye.
Yeah, no, no.
Okay.
You may.
I will. Can I do a leadership test and shoot?
That would normally be 2 separate tests. So normally no, unless you've got some sort of talent that allows you to issue orders while doing other things.
I am not that kind of person.
So no, you're not. So
I can still talk to them.
oh yes, of course you can.
I think you should go up and around, and maybe one of you stand at the wall in case, like, to look out in case people come.
And I trust your shooting.
And then I'm shooting. Yes.
Okay, go for it. Don't
Uh,
flub this one. Or do, because it'd be really funny if Leopold was shot in the back. Or Gerhardt. Gerhardt, sitting down there. Oh, I'm totally fine, totally. Arrow in the eye. What? Take your shot.
I've tried shooting skeletons before though.
Yeah,
It was not very
it
helpful.
wasn't very effective, was it?
That other guy is still alive?
Which other guy?
Engage
The-
with.
Yeah, the one over there. Yeah, totally.
Has he got more fleshy bits out?
Well, he's got a lot of armor on.
That's an interesting question.
But you know, give it a go.
He's missing his
Yeah, if you shoot in the
Bits.
head.
He's lost a couple of bits of armor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So small target. If you want to aim at a target, so you definitely get the full damage of whatever you're doing. That's +2 on the difficulty.
Yes. I
Okay, go
will.
for it. Makes it a much harder shot.
but +2 from being high, like advantage from being high.
Oh yeah, you've got advantage. She's got advantage already. Though.
Okay.
She's in a pretty decent place, I think. Oh no, she ran. Oh, she failed that fear test, so she doesn't have advantage. But that will give her advantage because she's in a good place to
Nice.
fire down. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, 3 success.
Sweet. So that counts as 1 because you took the 2. So then add your damage on.
So that's 6.
Arrow, punk, and sticks out of its arm, which may distract it. it does not. End of the round, Eric.
Cool. Elric's going to attempt to smash his staff into the
Yeah,
arrow
we've been
that just hit it.
On this guy for ages.
This guy refuses to die.
Oh my god. It's a pass, but I rolled 1. Literally double
0 1.
So, success.
As small a success as you can barely make, it fumbles. As you come in, striking at that one. So it has minus 2 on its successes, so adds damage. And I'm also going to knock it down to the ground as it loses its footing with all the black ichor and blood that is around this area as it
You're
falls
welcome.
down.
That
If
arrow.
it hadn't been for you.
I mean, technically, yeah, it did hit him on the arm.
Right, on its turn, it stands right back up again.
While it was down,
Yes.
can I move away from it? If it's prone.
Yeah, you've got move left. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
and I'll charge in with.
Yeah, and Alan
okay, so
Menowith
you
will
can-
finish
yeah.
it off, hopefully.
So you can move over there.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect. Really like that. That's good. Okay, Scully Face has already done its attack this round, and we only have that one over there who's going to lash out at Alan anyway.
Surely it spent its action getting up from being prone.
Cool test.
2 successes.
What's wrong with these humans? And do your defensive roll, please.
7 successes.
Oh, damn it. I was like, I'm going to do quite well. No. That's it.
Also,
Oh.
it doesn't have a sword.
And,
right?
no,
It's got, like,
it's
a
got
part
a
sword.
hilt as it punches at you with the hilt and straight through the gauntlet, cutting off one of its fingers. The hilt collapses to the ground as it sits there, arrow sticking out its arm.
The arrow's been fully put in.
Feathers
hammer,
sticking
yeah.
out of its arm. Start the next round, Alan Menowith. Are you going to try and finish off this one that
Yes,
refuses to die? Good luck, I crit.
That's my cool test.
Oh, I get a shit crit though.
That's my...
Oh. So I only have 2 successes. Did you lose a wound at the end of that round as well? Remember for your bleeding?
Yes, I've done that. That's
Excellent.
why I was just rolling.
Who else
and
is
rolling
bleeding?
and
Someone else is
rolling.
bleeding.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Lose 1 wound. I'm doing an endurance test as well. If you crit the endurance test, you'll no longer be bleeding.
Yeah, I think
No, you don't. Okay, thanks.
5 successes.
Yeah, so you successfully hold off its piddly punch attack as it goes at you. Blade up against it, cutting through bits of gauntlet that go flinging off in different directions. And its fist connects across your face, causing blood to pour down your cheek. Another bleeding wound.
What?
And
Is
that's
it
it. It's that was your attack, and it critted.
Oh.
Yeah, totally. But no, you won. No. You won the combat. So
Yeah.
what did you?
I rolled 5.
Oh yeah, so dead. You can then carve
was
it
it
into
7?
shreds.
It was a lot.
Yeah, totally. Carve it into shreds. It's dead. Finally, probably you put your sword up as it punched and it went right through. And it slid across your face as the arm shears off in the other direction and just breaks. Out. Stab. Birdie. Yeah, it's going to tap first.
Alan Menowith not want to run in as well.
I think she's going to stop and...
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She has 2 bleeding conditions
Okay.
now.
Yeah, all right. Do you want to lose a corruption point?
I'm listening.
Excellent. Yes. So you can lose a corruption point if you take a step back out of the combat. You will not be struck if you do.
With the greatest respect, Andy, fuck yourself.
And then I shall attack you.
I mean, unless you've got some kind of magical spell you want to throw in his face. But
But he's got -4.
on channeling.
On channeling.
I've got 9.
I've got 8.
Oh, so close.
Have you
And
got
I'm defensive, so I don't need to.
No! Staff up, warding it off. Nicely done. We hit. Whoa, broken arm due. Can I have an
That's
endurance
Birdie.
test for you? You're
Another one.
No,
yeah.
Birdie.
Pardon?
Birdie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Birdie. Sorry.
What am I doing?
For some reason, I thought
It's
you'd
you.
gone already.
Okay.
Your attack,
He's
isn't it?
just lost his
Yeah.
advantage. Just to...
Yeah, totes. Oh no! 5 successes. I say, oh no. That was a pretty good roll.
Yes!
4 successes
So
and a
plus
crit.
one
Oh, the crit! Oh, Birdie!
And then a 0 success.
Okay, so 4 successes. Damage, please. I've got
14. Because I don't have the 0, do I? Or is that next?
No.
Sorry.
Did you roll like 0-2 or something? Did you?
0-1.
Zero.
That's
One.
pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
Wasn't
a fail.
Yeah, totally. But it means I've actually won the combat though, because I got more successes. But you get the crit in.
You got 5. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
I've
I
got
get
fortune points.
I get the advantage. You don't have advantage anymore. But I then lose my advantage because you damage me as you go straight through it. So what advantage he had is ruined. And he's using a blade. I'm going to do that with the blade. Do yourself endurance test. An endurance test, pardon me.
An endurance test.
Yes.
5 successes.
Don't take the corruption, but do take the bleeding wound.
Ouch.
Father Leopold!
I think it's time to take a leaf out of the Sigmarite doctrine and go on the defensive, and I'm going to attempt to evoke Divine Brilliance.
Brilliant!
Very shiny.
I have successfully invoked Divine Brilliance.
Which does?
Enemies of Sigmar, which I now know this guy is, can move or take an action, not both.
What a dick. As light pours out of the father and the head swoops from side to side as the sword swipes slightly as it attempts to back off. You may. Or you may not. What are you doing?
There's no fleshy people.
There isn't. I mean, you might be super lucky if you fire at the skeleton. I mean, if you crit, a crit's a crit.
It's a crit, I
Except-
guess.
And you've
Except when
got
he still
impale
wins.
crits as well. You double chance crits. Just you've been
I do.
exceedingly unlucky with your bow. I'm not sure you've ever critted with it.
No. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I will move and shoot.
Okay, move and shoot. Go.
Oi!
That's a Roll again! Roll again for the extra successes. What crit was it, by the way?
33.
So plus 3,
That's 38, so
another 3. Okay, so that's 6 plus the damage. That's 12. As I remember, it was 6 that you added on. So it's flailing around as the light flashes up, looks round, and the arrow slams into its eye socket,
Nice.
breaks out the skull the other side, and leaves it blinded,
Ooh.
dropping down its skills. Good shot.
Well done.
Elric, it's you. I no
I
longer get to add my talents,
Elric,
which
you made a
means,
combo where he's going to try and
damn
smash
it, that's
that
only
arrow.
6 successes.
What am I at? No.
I have advantage back.
Hold on, I've still
Oh.
got fortune points.
Did you fail? Damn it.
First fortune point, yeah, 66 is his melee skill. 3 successes.
Not enough. As ching ching, it blindly looks about, and I will start of the round. We come to an end. We have a big melee going on there. Alamenowite's over there. She's taking shots over. The keep is held here, 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 and here. The fight is going on over there. I'm going to roll twice for end of round. Bloody wounds, please. Endurance tests. You lose 2 wounds, Andy.
2.
No. Alamenowite loses 2. You lose 1.
I critted, so I got on my second roll.
Okay, so what? You only lose 1
So I
wound.
lose 1 wound.
That
So
sounds
that
good.
gets rid of 1 bleeding condition.
That gets rid of one of the bleeding conditions, correct. Are you doing a healing test, I trust, at the start of your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, figured you might. Break out. You don't have bandages. It'll just be a neat healing test.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
If you have
try-
bandages, it automatically
Bajillion
staunches the
scarves.
wounds.
Yeah.
I've got a bajillion scarves.
I'd say that gives you a bajillion
fair.
bandages. Right, top of the round. Father, do you have any corruption?
No.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, that being the case, I'm doing this.
Not bother about the bleeding.
Do yourself a willpower test as it
Ooh.
turns round and says, by Sigma's will fall.
I mean, I'm already on the ground. I'm not in the combat.
Oh,
Remember, I'm out of the
damn
combat.
it, I would have totally hit you.
You're out.
I'm out of the combat. Like, I fell down and everyone else was fighting, and so I backed away.
Oh, you didn't move yourself.
Oh, so, well, I miles away, but yeah.
I thought you were still in the combat.
Yeah, I thought you were still in the
I,
combat.
mean,
He-
if you want
he
to,
was
I
being
will be.
divine
No, no, no.
brilliant.
I just
Like,
Yeah, so you-
I fell over when I got hurt and spent my fate point.
Yeah, your divine thing's really bugging him.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I mean, I was going to stand up. I was going to stand up this round
he's
anyway,
doing
yeah.
that anyway.
Does he go before me?
Pardon? Yes.
Well, let's say that I was in the process of standing up this round,
That
so
sounds
maybe
good.
it'll knock me back down again. So yeah. Is it cool or just willpower? Doesn't matter. 3 successes.
3 successes. So you take 1 corruption point.
Oh.
And that's his action.
Amateur.
First ever corruption point.
Amateur.
By the name of Sigmar as well. Element away.
I could heal myself,
Theologically
or he
conflicted.
does seem, but he's blind, he's like facing the other way, he's probably not going to sense me
No,
running up behind him. And...
you are as out of it as possible. When someone's engaged, it automatically counts as not knowing you're coming. You can't do a charge though, because it's not a straight line.
Then I will heal, then I'll heal myself.
Okay, heal yourself, go for it.
Yep, no problem.
Add your intelligence. No, you don't have.
I don't have...
Yeah, so just a neat skill.
neat
Birdie.
skills, yep.
Question.
Yes,
If I wanted to, I am damaging him with the sword, aren't I?
you appear to be probably. How can you tell?
Yeah.
We did fight
It's a big
skeletons
skeleton covered in armor. You know, are you?
I'll
Who
carry
are
on
you?
with the sword.
When you?
Yeah.
Who
Aim
knows?
for the head. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, add 2 to the difficulty.
Okay.
Called shot to the head.
No. It's a fail. So it's
Wow,
that was a
I did almost my
92.
best roll. Yeah, I won, but I didn't crit. Which means I don't get to hurt you, which is a bit of a shame, but I do have advantage. Hey, father, what's the plan?
Well, I mean,
Nice too.
I'm starting to feel a
Don't
bit
you have
woozy
advantage?
from all this blood loss.
No,
So I think he may put the healing hands on himself. The healing broken
Get
hands on
advantage
himself.
Healing
for-
broken
Get
hands!
advantage for outnumbering someone.
Pardon, there's, no.
No, okay.
You already have a thing. Great.
Yeah,
Away goes.
awesome. So I heal.
Would that heal the bleeding as well?
There's a Sigmar off going on.
9
There is.
We'll heal back, it gets rid of 1 bleeding.
plus 5, so 14 wounds
Oh,
back.
holy shit
And it
balls.
gets rid of
And
bleeding.
get rid of 1 of the bleeding too. Perfect. Okay, you may.
That's more fucking like it.
Well,
That
that was
went
successful.
really well.
You gonna try again?
Yeah!
Yes! Well, I moved already a little bit.
Yep.
I don't know how much movement I have, but whatever. It's still not enough to really catch like Sigrid's attention or anything. Right?
No, she's inside that
She's
building over
inside.
there, so it's very difficult to tell down the bottom.
There's so many people that I could hit if this goes badly.
Draw your sword.
Maybe I'll delay.
Sounds good. Delay. Alric.
I was
Yeah.
told very specifically not to draw my sword.
That is a fair point. We did
2
that for healing
successes.
I got 6, so I help wait.
Yeah.
Hold off. Right.
This skelly is bloody good, isn't
Mm,
End of the round.
bloody Sigmar.
You this time.
How?
Yeah, you. How many corruption points do you have? 2. You can lose 2 corruption points.
Oh.
And how many corruption points do you have, Yumi?
Sorry?
How many corruption points do you have?
I have to.
2. And Yumi can lose 2 corruption points if you charge Birdie in the back.
Whoa.
With this sword? Come on, I just
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do that.
You,
Well,
it doesn't need to be that sword.
doesn't specify that
It did not
sword.
specify if you wish to be
It
a
could
rule
be-
point.
Charging Birdie in the back!
It could be a push.
I could be pushing her into the guy, right? It's just a charge gone wrong. Do you want to lose 2 corruption?
Wow.
It would be nice.
Wow! Alan,
No, I'm not gonna
Wow!
Oh, come on!
do it. No.
No, right. Do yourself a cool test, please.
6 successes.
You take 1 corruption point. But that's its turnover. Birdie.
What's his turnover?
What about
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Is he
It's your
going
turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I thought I just.
What are you going to do, Birdie? Yes, new round.
It's like handing
I'm
out
gonna hit
corruption
him.
points, it's the worst.
Yes, it is handing out
Attempt
corruption
to.
points.
3 successes.
Oh, that's really poor. Only 1. You've hit it for
Hey,
2.
wait, I
Give me
never got my
damage.
turn.
12.
That's right. You've been stunned.
12.
Catch up, Lindsay.
Soz didn't say that out loud.
12 points of damage.
Oh,
12
crap.
points.
We're now down to a critical.
Ooh.
We like it.
Oh, we're down to a pretty bad critical. And where did you hit?
That would be a 93. So
the leg.
Down the leg. Okay, yeah, take the leg out from under it completely as you slice, and the leg bone connects
connected
to
to
the.
the-
Oh no, it's not. As the leg flies
your
off in that
sword.
direction, and it collapses down to one side, looks up with horror on its face as the father.
I mean, I'm kind of inclined to just hit him at
Yeah.
this point.
Broken arm swing.
Clobber him.
No, it's the
Yeah, I'm
unbroken
never
arm.
broke,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a pass, but not a good pass.
Successes.
1.
Oh no, it holds off as the blade comes up.
Oh.
In desperation, you may. Or you may not. What's it gonna be?
I mean, fuck it, right? I'll try and shoot.
Just gonna shoot it! Oh, I so hope you shoot someone in the bum.
Great.
That'd be hilarious.
Wait, what's my thing? No, unless I could go up with a fortune point, I'm just 1 away.
Well, wait, if you don't go up with a fortune point, you will be shooting someone.
Cool, well, I will do that then.
I thought you might.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
As the arrow fires right between Elric's legs, goes through the high, and sticks it on.
How low?
Pretty low. Pretty low.
Hopefully low enough. Elric!
He's going to attempt to smash the fuck out of him.
Ooh, you might, depending on what you roll.
Don't say that, Andy. Oh my god. 0, 0, 0. 5, so 0 successes.
0 successes.
Yeah.
Well, I have 0 also, but on a fail, so you get to win this one.
10 wounds.
That's enough.
I mean, I don't want to be a dick about it.
No, be a dick.
What's he defending with?
His sword.
Which is...
It doesn't have defensive.
Oh, okay.
It's too thick.
Cool.
Doesn't have it and too heavy.
Nice.
As he pulls it up,
Yeah, exactly.
and stab into his face and crunch until one of the neck bones finally just gives, and the whole head's off, and the whole thing just collapses
Nice.
down on the ground.
God.
And with that, we will take our break. Boo, boo. Silence slowly descends across the outer keep. Outlaws have stormed it, taken it, and are now beginning to line the walls.
Who took it?
Looking out towards the south, you're an outlaw. You took it. I'm sorry to say. And over towards the... I can hear myself.
Sorry.
Thank you for that. Over towards the south, several of them are peeking over the wall to see if anything has been heard on the middle tower.
Sorry to interrupt, but Elric did have an idea in terms of he would like to check any of the armor if it's suitable for the outlaws to wear to be visible to the
I'm
south.
not sure anyone wants to wear this stuff.
He will explain the tactical reason to it.
If you want to wear armor that is fused with bones,
No, just the helmet.
Could we put it on a stick and then crouch down?
Marinate it.
Yeah.
Some kind of way so that if they look from the south, they can see the walls patrolled by figures that they recognize.
well, you can bring that up in a moment, because they're currently peeking over as Gerhardt lies dead, and some are turning to his side.
Stop saying that.
He's not dead.
His heartbeat lubs and stops.
He's dead.
Actually stops.
Healing hands. Immediately, I think.
As
Like
panic spreads over your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
88.
No. No. Yeah.
You come
It's not a great
You
success.
put
but
your
it's a
hand
success.
down
Yeah.
and start murmuring the healing prayer of Sigmar. And for a brief moment, his face shines to your senses. And you almost see, somewhat similar to the sarcophagus that you have so recently raided, definitely not sacrilegious. Him, his face standing like so, like he himself is being memorialized in stone, right in front of you. But his face is slightly different. Blood splashed across it, and older. Looks very like his father. Looks very like him. And then he breathes deeply.
Oh, it's all right.
I'll find every. Oh.
Your head hurts where you smacked it against the stones when you slipped.
Right.
Your pride hurts more. But you don't need to say that.
Do we win?
You might want to be quieter as you realise that you might. I was like, crap. But it's a fumble. I was like, holy! This is the one! The big breathing was enough to apparently I win. No, it wasn't.
No. Fire. Everything heart breathes.
Explosions, fireworks, everything else, nothing. Gerhardt waking enough up to enough to no, not at all. As it suddenly dawns on you, we have to keep quiet. We have to keep quiet. We don't want to have more of them marching on us. But have they realised that there's very possibly going to be how long have you been out for? There might be another 20 or 30 marching on this place right now.
Obviously, say all this.
You can say it whichever way you want.
Ow.
Well, you can also have 12 wounds back.
Thank you. Is everyone okay? Could I fix anybody
I'm
else?
still bleeding.
Right. Okay. Let's get you sorted.
Where's Sigrid?
Sigrid is nowhere to be seen. I mean, the place is... It's fallen quiet.
Where's Sigrid? Did she fall?
She went up into that building.
Building down towards the south of the compound. There's no sounds of fighting going on within. You can hear movements from within, though. Clanking of armor. There might be still some in there. Or no, you can hear words. They're moving the armor. They're moving corpses.
Yeah, they're moving the bodies.
12 dead in there.
12 dead.
Of them.
Oh.
Not outlaws. Them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. They took out 12 of them in there.
Sigrid can handle herself.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Who had been told that the bell
And
was in
here
the
is something you didn't
west?
expect to hear. Sigrid's voice saying, "Has anyone seen my husband? Where is he?" Well, it might make sense why she's not up in Middenland then. Because Ulricans are not allowed to marry.
So that's why she's an outlaw. That's what made her an outlaw.
So she's not single.
She's an outlaw for you. But also that suggests her husband's been taken. That's not good.
Or he was with them and he's just
like
somewhere out here.
All the mixture of corpses and like pieced together her husband.
That's not the tone that came with. That came with has anyone seen him? Well, I'll relay that to everyone. I think Sigurd's husband might be taken. I think she's looking for him.
That will immediately ping off you as well. You know that priests of Ulrich, priestesses of Ulrich, any of the clerics of Ulrich are not allowed to marry. Indeed, they're not even meant to conduct relations, if we're being polite, because the possibility of a rival dynasty coming from the Ulrichans that may pose a threat against Middenheim was deemed to be too high by previous incumbents, that they basically said you can't come back to Middenheim unless you take this oath never to have kids. So they then proceeded to have all their kids before they took their oaths. So it didn't really work, but it did for some.
And we have met Ulrichans who interpret it in various different ways.
Correct. There are many interpretations as to what does and what does not count as particular acts of Raya.
Also, they told the mutants that are hiding in the other building, point to the east. They said that that tower in the west, that's where the bell is. So we definitely need to.
That's the tower here over at the west hand side, the main and the tallest tower in this particular part of the compound. That's the one that when you were making your way around the battlements, you didn't reach the top of. You went around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we ring the bell?
That was literally the whole point of us not doing this.
No, that was the whole point when there were 30 people here. But ringing the bell now would attract them down a narrow pathway, and we could.
Oh, an ambush.
An ambush.
Trap the bridge. Maybe ring the bell.
But if they don't know we're coming, we can just sneak in, right? Why do we need to attract
Sneak
them down?
attack.
Can't really sneak in just one entrance, can you? Be a bit
Because-
hard.
They're relaxing. They're at a repose. They're not
Yeah,
on
but-
watch.
But how will we get into the gate?
I don't know. Do we have anything that would help us cut through metal doors?
We also there is a good.
Have
There
you
is a
put the
point.
sword away?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yes, of course I have.
Cool test.
Just dropped it into the ground and just let it.
2 successes.
You put it away. You don't understand why these humans have problems with it.
Is this probably the moment as we're taking stock that Leopold will clock the fact that Birdie's covered head to toe in blood?
I think that you can do so if you wish, yes.
Like, but yeah, I mean, he's at that point. I don't know what he would do. He'd just stare slack-jawed at her, I think.
Well,
She's used to that.
No, with like a look of horror on his forehead.
She's also used to that.
Elric, she can't be using that sword.
No.
No, she can't.
I am
There's something about that sword in
not
her.
touching that.
It doesn't seem to affect Alamenoid, but she tried to kill me.
Humans.
It's
Okay,
cursed.
well, I should try it. Let's try it.
No.
No.
It's cursed.
Do
Well,
you,
if it's cursed,
do you
why-
want to have blood pouring out of every hole in your body?
No.
Well, there you
No,
go.
that's all right. Well, hang on. Hold still while I do this, and I'll just bandage.
I didn't follow your advice, my lord. I'm sorry.
12 for you. What?
Perfect.
I didn't follow your advice, my lord.
Broken his arm. Oh, and it looks like there's a small bit of it poking up slightly. That's going to hurt to reset.
All right. Well, this is strange.
At least it's
because-
broken in the same place.
Yeah, but usually it's you tell me to do something or don't do something, I do it, and then you are disappointed. So
I mean-
now, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lord this. Sorry, I'm going to lord this over you for an extended period of time. Okay.
And future reference, if ever you choose not to follow my advice because the alternative would be letting someone hit you in the face with a sword, I'll let you off with it.
Fair enough. Good agreement. All right.
Better give me something to bite on.
Let's sort this out.
Down out the south building, two of
There's
the
a bomb.
outlaws come out from the door at the top, followed by Sigrid, who pushes past them and then looks around, goes straight over to the other door and heads into the tower over at the
16.
west side of the compound.
Scream. I'll call her as she goes past.
She just looks back and then just passes straight by and goes heading in.
You're welcome, by the way.
Should we follow?
Yeah.
So you're following after
Yeah,
Sigrid?
just like
Yeah, I
the
would
flash.
actually walk into the tower.
And Birdie is coming too.
Elric, are you okay? You all right?
He's already left. He's just literally walked off
Right,
into
off
the
he goes.
tower
It
over
would
the
take me a
west.
wee while to set my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
We're sort of
it's
like-
also going to require from you 5 successes on an endurance test not to be vocal. So you may want to do
also taking exactly
Yeah,
biting and
totally.
stuff like that. So
Yeah, I gathered that you probably make some
yeah.
attempts. After all, an unstable genius in the corner here. No, just use your finger.
Am I taking my time?
Bite your shield.
Am I taking my time on it?
Or
Or is he taking his time on it?
I'll be taking my time.
It's sadly it's a stressful situation. No, you won't
Oh,
get
no, it's a
advantage on
fail.
it.
I got a 16 on the nil test. No,
So
16,
there is an
sorry.
outside chance they'll catch it, but it's really low. Wow, 0-1. I mean, it's about the best roll it could get without critting, but it needs to crit. No, 74. No chance. We're going to do 3 of them, though. And a big 89. Definitely not happening. As conk. Oh, yeah, that you're not sure you've set it right. This is one of those ones where you're like, I've done the best I can, but I wouldn't mind Flaster looking at it. Flaster often, you know that behind the scenes, he's pretty much certain that the body does most of the work anyway. All you need to do is put the body in the right place,
Right.
and it'll solve it all. You think you have,
Yeah.
but you'd still like an outside second opinion if possible.
Give me your fingers. Move your fingers.
Oh shit, that hurts. Oh shit, that hurts.
Yeah,
Oh shit,
that
that hurts. That shit,
No,
that
that's
hurts.
fine. I just wanted to make sure that you've got full. Yeah, excellent. No nerve damage. Lovely stuff. Do I know what nerves are? Probably don't know what
No,
nerves
you
are.
don't know what nerves are, but you understand the concept that the body will get numb patches.
Yeah.
And the internal.
I mean, I'm not nervous if that's what you mean by that.
Good. No, sweet.
And there is indeed internal networks that the body has. You're aware of
Yeah.
that, but you're still a lot to read.
Yeah, fine. Well, I did 8 successes on the
Oh,
test.
well, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
nicely set.
using bandages and the intelligence bonus.
Bound into place.
16.
Okay, so again, if you fumble, you're quite likely to lose the benefit that you've got. You keep it in this for a good 3 weeks. Get it tested once a week as well, checked up to make sure it's all not done. But that's it, bound in place. And
Awesome.
if that's good, you'll be able to take it out, possibly use it. 3 weeks after that, it will be back to its normal health. Basically, you've gone back to square one.
Yeah.
But better than being dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Birdie. And I'm in wife. Do you need?
I think
walked
we're
out.
gone.
I've
Oh,
gone
right,
with
fine.
No.
it, but
Gone. So you two have got gone and gone. So they've done. So it's just now you and them, the family.
Okay.
well, we
alright.
followed Sig.
Should we go? We'll follow the rest.
Sigrid
Give me a moment.
has piled up the tower, and it's on the 4th level when she wails.
Women.
There's a simultaneous.
Oh, damn.
Bloody emotional.
Do I need to roll Melody Brawl to clear it?
I don't think
Probably
you need to
fucking
roll that. Crit. Head lands D10 yards away. They apparently are having their repose over there, slurping away at whatever it was they're slurping at. But whatever it is clearly noisy enough that they don't pay attention to the howl. Or it could just be that they're quite used to hearing howls coming from the castle, and it would take something relatively special for them to actually get up, a rung bell or something similar.
Yeah, I suppose her wailing is probably not that different from a beggar wailing.
Yeah, quite. It happens frequently enough. First up is Alaminawife, highest movement and sprinting after her. And her husband, assuming that is who this is, has been pulled apart.
Hey.
Her husband is suspended from the ceiling by, you think it might be gut.
Does it look recent? Like this just happened?
Head separated from the body, but with sinews and blood pipes going between them. Forearms separated from the upper arm. Hands separated from that. The lower torso separated. You can see right inside him. The worst part is, he is alive. And there is nothing actually wrong with him per se, other than he's been torn apart. You do, however, have an opportunity to do yourself a perception test. Also, after that, a cool test. Because this is not friendly.
Is it sight related, my perception test?
This is sight related,
Then
yes.
I get 3 successes and I have a cute sense sight.
You might not want to have a
And my cool test is a 5 successes.
You can see the crawling, twisting strands of dar that are laced between it, keeping him, somehow alive. The magic has been massively enhanced here. There is dar in that. Dar by itself, you know, is not corrupting. Dar is just very powerful, concentrated magic. But it is potentially extremely possible it will corrupt. But if it's handled by someone who knows what they're doing, it's just another form of magic. Obviously, colleges think differently. But elves, indeed, think differently.
So there's a chance someone could put him back together.
If someone was a very good jigsaw person and can knit together people, a little bit like, for example, all the guards that were here were all stitched together.
Yeah, really bad.
Out of other people's bits. But this one is just hanging there. And tears are streaming down his face. So our cool test that we did, for those who have now come in, that's everyone bar you two at the moment. Cool test, and you do require 2 successes for this one.
Successes.
Perfect.
Successes.
Perfect.
5 fails.
Of course, take another stress, please. Holy shit, you're never going to forget that. You're going to dream about being pulled apart like that for at least the next week, and then once a week for at least the next 5 months.
Oh my
Hey, not fun.
That's going to be something that you can pull out at any particular point if you're feeling afraid. Oh yes, that time when I saw that person pulled apart. They said it's me.
Imagine if that's what they're doing to your fox.
Oh, Ed, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
The salt rubbed into that foxy wound.
Ed, dick move.
It's the tears that really get to you. I mean, all the rest of it, it's the tears because he's looking at his wife and crying. She's broken. Sigrid clearly is not coping very well with her husband who has been torn apart. She's on her knees and clearly wants to wail. The 2 outlaws behind her are just looking in horror, as are you. You are in a position where if you wish to intercede in some fashion, you can. If not, she's probably going to continue wailing. What's your action?
I'll try and comfort her.
Comfort her. Yeah, that's not going to do anything.
No.
She screams.
Okay.
The top of her voice. Too late for the stop. Oh, again, I thought I've done it. That was 000. Fumbled. I'm only going to do 2 more rolls because of that, because I got a fumble on it. 84, no. Clearly, none of them are interested in looking at anything. These dice are rubbish.
Well, I wouldn't say.
Worst dice ever.
I mean, about time?
Yeah.
We all agree with that? About time?
Yes.
Are there
as you
shutters or
pull your-
anything?
No, there's not. There are, however, as you can see from the general look of the map there, windows that are arrow slits effectively, where they could fire down onto the river way down below. As you put your hand over her, do yourself a charm test as you attempt to soothe this relatively upset woman. She's going to resist
A
very
crit.
badly. And you crit it! Oh, superb!
66.
Wow.
There. Shut up.
I love you! As you pull her in, and she sobs in your arms. Broken by seeing her husband like this.
Understandable.
Yumi is crying as Birdie and Elric, what are you doing? Upon seeing this, 2 outlaws who look at you, and they're looking to you largely for leadership because you're clearly someone that's beyond the norm.
Yeah.
You're not just some simple outlaw wizard boy.
Standing
And
on
Elric
blood, I don't
hasn't
think I'm afraid.
perceived the dark, keeping him alive.
Do yourself a perception test.
2 successes.
2 successes. You need. Do you have acute sense?
No.
No, you won't spot it. But you will spot the Gyron. Gyron's flooding through that corpse, and there's more to it than simply the Gyron. That much you're certain, because the flow of the Gyron is twisting through it, but it's clearly twisting around things. So there's winds that you're not quite perceiving, but the Gyron is strong. The life within him is strong. He's not going to die very easily at all. Indeed, you can see a spell that you know. You don't know it personally, but you know of it. He's got a Gyron well with him, and it's going to be constantly feeding him, ensuring that his body never dies of starvation or thirst. It just sits up there in agony. The worst part of it is, every single last tear that he has, you're certain he's feeling.
We know whoever's done this, we need to take out. Having someone in this, well, he'll be as circumspect as he can because of he won't want to share that he knows he's feeling every single thing, because that would probably just break her more. But we've done the right thing coming here.
What are you doing, Birdie?
Well, mine
Down
actually.
below, that's when the bone's finally fixed. Oh, fucker! And you hear that from below. In the quiet of the rest of it, it can be heard. But again, it's a sound that you'd expect to hear from the outer keep, one presumes.
Yeah, Birdie's instinct is to put the poor soul out of his misery, but she's not going to say that while his wife's in a big heap on the floor.
Hey, Yumi, no one seems to care about you and your tears.
Aww.
As you back out of the room, he's all pulled apart. He's all pulled apart. And the worst part is, as you pulled out, you couldn't help but notice that all of his bits that most people aren't talking about had also been separated, and they were attached by strings. You're not sure how those strings work, but they were dripping something. Blood, you think.
Gross.
You're not going to think about anything else whenever you see something like that again. You've been ruined. What if they just fall off? Nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel. As
Alan, I thought comforting her, like, kind of look at Alan, like.
There's nothing we can do now.
So, you've got a choice, because you did really well on your comfort roll check. So, you know that she's responding well. You know that she's clearly exceedingly upset. What does cold little Alamena wife decide is the best route? Her best course of action? Sample suggestions could be, comfort her, get her to come to terms with it. We'll fix him up, it'll be fine. Or, carve him into parts with your axe, he's already doomed. He's clearly never going to come back. An actual lie. You think that it's quite possible he could, under the correct circumstances, be recombobulated, so to
Especially with,
speak.
like, elf magic.
Yeah,
And there's elves down that can provide.
The worst thing is, this possibly could, but the chances of it actually happening, not getting an infection, and getting someone who understands this is so low that all you're really doing is holding off the impossible. There's other options. what's her preferred direction?
Her preferred direction is to get Sigrid up and moving with a purpose to get us into that castle. And to do that, she's going to need hope.
So what's your plan? What are you saying?
Elric, do you have aunts, uncles, parents who could keep him alive?
The answer is no.
But
No, keep him alive.
he will stay. He will stay alive.
It's a horror show. Your family would kill him.
But what I mean, he'll know that as things currently stand,
they kill him. Yeah.
But he can't die. My family wouldn't have the skills. He's circumspect. Wouldn't have the skills to do anything with this. But I will tell you now that he's not. He'll stay alive as long as he's there.
So cruel.
But it's not necessarily a kindness, is it?
What?
That's when you arrived, Gerhard. Did you come in?
You see Yume coming
Yume
down.
at the top of the stairs. I don't think she's reached the point where she's weeping. She's just weeping at the top of the stairs.
I just walk straight past.
You
No.
Oh,
Not if I see
dear.
a crack. Yume, are you okay? What? I'm not very good at this sort of thing. What's wrong? What's going on?
One of the outlaws staggers out the room and pukes in the corner of the stairs.
Right. Okay.
Puts his hand. Don't go with it. As you come up.
I'm not going up.
Oh, you're not going up. As you stay down.
I am.
What are you doing?
Looking at the bones of this thing and seeing whether my theory is maybe correct.
Poke. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking to see because my gut is that maybe he was like blessed and then died and then was reanimated. Maybe.
Possibly.
In which case, but in the past, he's been able to detect the bones of blessed people. So he's just going to have a look and see if the bones seem blessed.
You just
The
want more
bones say nothing. To quote Willow.
Yeah. Interesting.
It seems mundane. Dead.
And like his armor and weapons and stuff, like, do they look old? Do they look Sigmarite?
They're all relatively new. Relatively. They're not ancient.
It will mean nothing to him, but it might mean something to others. Like, is there any heraldry or any symbols that he can...
On this one, no. But interestingly, on the inside, there's a host of... when you pull the armor back and peel it back, a host of what appears to be sinews that are all broken on the inside. They're hanging off the bits of metal on the inside.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool test. Can't even finish. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. That's something you don't want to see every day. But yeah, we can put that aside in our mind. We're totally fine. Yume's crying.
Yume looking like she's going for a hug, but is like not forcing you into a hug.
Sure. Right. Especially considering father, I'll. No. Okay. This is fine.
Right.
They're there. It's okay. I'm sure.
Okay.
Sigrid. It's all like detached. It's awful.
Oh.
It is good. You should detach
where you're
yourself
standing,
from-
you can see in the room.
Oh. Right.
Okay. Cool test.
I see.
Cool test.
Is this actually weirdly somewhat fascinating?
Oh yeah. I'm not saying the cool test is a good thing. You might be right in there.
Yeah. Fine, pass.
Yeah, fine. So you can respond any way you wish.
Puts Yume to the side.
Anyway.
You have a choice before you. I think there are those of my people who could heal him, and my compatriot Elric says he will not die quickly. He will not die at all. So you can come with us into that castle and get us to our barge, and we can go to Kemperbad and seek the aid of my people.
She pushes you aside and she walks up to the separated corpse.
Got to give her my second choice.
She didn't want to hear any more. And she looks up at his eyes and she says, "Can you feel this?" The eyes blink. As she shakes slightly and says, "I can end it now. blinks once. She turns around, picks up her axe.
Let me do it.
No, it's nothing to do with you. Fuck off.
Okay.
Fuck. I can't. And with tears streaming down her face, she leaves. Stomps past the pair of you. Anyone doing anything?
Is there any chance Dr. Foster's like also secretly really good at magic and like stitch him back together?
I honestly don't know. I've not asked her. She's sort of only. How is the blood keep moving? That's.
What are you doing?
We know he can communicate via blinking.
Mm.
We've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So Birdie will ask, are you prepared to wait to see if we can fix you?
Blinks twice.
Oh, God.
You want me to end it?
Blinks once.
This is Crone. I didn't want to say it when she was here, but this is Crone.
Well, yeah.
He's feeling everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
In which case, anybody who doesn't want to watch, leave the room. I'm going
Do yourself a cool test.
to end this. Hopefully, and not to start promising and crying. We'll find out. No.
Can't bring yourself to do it.
No.
You can't. You just can't bring yourself to do it. You've never been in this position before, and all that's running in the back of your head is, I've got to be a better person. That's what I said I'd do to Nacht, and I'm just being the same person again and again. The Skaven have taught me to kill like this. This is what they would have me do.
Ironically, completely wrongly.
And you just can't get it out of your head. And it might not necessarily stop you in the long run, but it certainly stopped you in the short term. As for possibly the first time in her life, she has a conscience.
I don't like it. It's very inconvenient.
And she cries.
Yeah.
And she doesn't understand why she's crying at all. The tears are just coming down her cheeks and she's confused, befuddled.
You may ditch this guy who doesn't know how to hug and go hug.
Elemenawith will
You're
put
going
her
to
arm
require a cool test to go back into that room.
Yeah.
Elemenawith
It
will
might
put
just
her
be a
hand on
hurry.
Brady's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
No.
You're
Hurry!
He calls out for you.
Alric will walk up, put a hand on. You do it not because you want to, you do it because it's right. And he'll attempt to end.
Do your cool test, please.
I'll spend a fortune. Yeah, we're fine.
Some things just have to be done. Take one stress point.
Yeah, understandable.
As you take a moment to take a look, you can see where the Gyron flows are. Not that anyone knows you can see Gyron, but you can see where the Gyron flows are, and they're not where you'd expect. Indeed, you think severing just the obvious connecting points wouldn't kill him because there's so much Gyron flooding through him. What you need to do is break the flow. And as that turns out, it's almost right down by his belly. You need to break the belly. The belly is where the magic's coming from. So rather than cut bits off him where the magic itself may heal it, you instead pull out a dagger.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a relatively surgical incision into the belly.
And he will say, whoever's keeping him alive is probably going to know as soon as this happens.
You think?
Someone's controlling it.
Then they're next on our list.
Yeah.
Do a lore magic test.
No. 98. So,
Whatever you conclude, you conclude.
yeah.
100%
He's still going to go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just thing. Am I rolling or is it
You don't need
just
to roll.
take time? Yeah.
And up into the belly and through. Viscera sloughs free. Anybody who's decided that watching that's a good idea can do themselves another cool test. Defo, Doctor Boy. Oh, what viscera slips out?
I would like to argue that Yume has too
No.
many tears.
I'll take the argument.
Well, I turned around for Bertie, but
Let's do the last one.
I mean, wait, just stress.
Yeah, but you know, you
Or vomiting.
gotta put it to the side, don't you?
I did
Fine.
not. I
Did
did
you
not
not
pass.
pass?
Good job.
Oh.
No, she's definitely having a crisis.
The-
That was a
the-
95.
Just watching it all, seeing all of the innards slopping free from this poor thing, and watching him die, and you can't break, you can't back away, and it takes about 15 minutes. Because that's how long it takes for the magic to finally wear out.
Alamanowith is cool, so she'll stay with Birdie and comfort her. Try and maybe.
She doesn't want to go.
Then she'll just stay
feels
with
like
her.
it's wrong.
Then she'll just stay with her.
Because Sigrid can't be there.
We have to bear witness.
Elric will stare him in the eyes the whole time.
He's crying until he dies. It's grim. Particularly grim.
This is the path that we're on. We have to make horrible choices. Not because we want to do them, but because it's the right thing. And the right thing is not easy.
So, that body down there, you've pretty much done the thing, and the one that's over there too. There's now outlaws spread out across the inner keep, well, the outer bailey actually. Sigrid has come down with tears in her eyes and just gone straight over towards the compound to the south, gone back up the stairs there and gone in there. Whatever she's doing, she's clearly upset. You heard the wails from above. The stitched up people on the inside, the armor has an odd texture. It's almost like the inside of a crab shell, but when you first tear it off, not after it's been boiled or any equivalent, it was a nice clean shell on the inside. It's got texture and almost like joining, you don't know what it's called. You want to call them ligaments and sinews because it's the only words you really know, but you know it's not that. Connective stuff.
Joiny bits.
Joiny bits, yes. Joiny bits. The joiny bits are all in there. The armor itself is somehow connected to the individuals that they're on.
Like the armor's organic almost.
Almost, but interestingly, the bodies themselves are not. They don't have any bits that look like they connect to the armor. It looks just like normal, I would say normal, stitched together bits of flesh, occasionally bony protrusions sticking out. But there is something strange going on here, that much is certain. Beyond the fact that these things have somehow lived through, who knows? The reality of their existence is both confusing and horrific. Actually thinking about it is enough to make you not want to think about it anymore.
Yeah. But what there isn't is like a sense of it being unholy. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Clearly wrong. But
Yeah. I mean, in the greater scheme of right and wrong, it doesn't look particularly right.
Maybe just make sure the heads are very detached from the bodies as you go around.
Really strip the armor.
Some 15 minutes afterwards, there's a variety of scrapings and pullings as bodies from across the outer keep are pulled into the center. They are determining what to do with them. Some of them are going to be thrown over the top because that's easy, but they're quite heavy because they're covered in armor. Taking the armor off is both not that difficult, but actually disgusting because of what you might find underneath. And further, just the very nature of taking it off is a bit organic. And it's just not nice.
Potentially a bit corrupting as well.
It could be. So the bodies are being pulled into the center, and beyond all of the outlaws who have taken up around the periphery on the wall.
Are any of them up for doing the helmet on a stick?
Yeah, I imagine a few of them will.
Yeah.
Because that's well within the...
Chuck the bodies down the trapdoors.
We could, although if we ever felt the need to escape out that way, that might make things harder.
So you're not down yet, you're still up there dealing with the dude, so you'll be coming down in a moment. As you can see that Sigrid is sort of marshalling the troops, preparing for a potential attack from the outside, which is bound to come at some point this evening.
He's on safe ground there, giving advice on being defensive. That's very much in the Sigmarite wheelhouse. He'll go get involved in that as a way to occupy himself from not thinking about things he doesn't want to think about.
That sounds good. And they are preparing to effectively hold off the walls against an attack. By this point, Yumi will be the first one down. She was already on the outside and she kind of doesn't want to be there for any longer than she needs to be anyway. So you can come down. You have a key piece of information that may be useful for their defense. And that's that apparently they can climb those walls.
Yeah.
But big rocks help.
Yeah, she'll pass that on. If she can catch Leopold while he's still down, she will. And just be like, look. Leopold.
What's wrong?
Ah,
no, don't.
She only comes up to about your broken arm.
On the side, there we go. On the hip, there we go.
She's a lot shorter than you.
Yeah.
It was so horrible up there. And also, Gerhard is such a bad hugger. What?
You have to get him drunk first, you mate. Then he's hunts everyone when he's drunk.
Anyway, before I go curl up, they can climb walls, and I chucked a rock at one, and then it fell in a very funny way. But I don't think that's gonna be that easy. So like maybe.
Were there rocks up there on the battlements?
Yeah, I prayed, so maybe prepare some.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go hide somewhere now. Bye.
There's no
Thanks
there's
for
no,
the hug.
He'll sort of let the ground. There's no one over there in that room.
Okay.
There's a moral quandary ahead of you as you're looking about. We have a lot of mutants here. The peasants.
That is one of the things he doesn't want to think about, which is why he's going to the walls to help with the defense. That is explicitly what he doesn't want to think about. That.
Yeah. So let's get the moral center of the party to deal with that. You're down, Birdie. As there's too much fascinating to look at up there for Gerhardt to be down too quickly.
Yeah.
You separate, pull yourself down. You are, well, your Bob has rarely been so discombed. You are most certainly out of your sorts.
Yeah.
You don't understand how you got here. You don't know if you like it. Is this what it means to be human?
Ugh.
If so, you don't know if you like being human right now. A part of you just wants to kill. And that's how you find yourself over by one of the ruined buildings looking down at the mutants with murder in your eyes. And you're not even sure how you got over there. The distance between the bottom of the tower and that ruin that's the width of the entire courtyard, yet somehow you've crossed that in a daze and found yourself fingering your blades, looking at these pathetic three-eyed souls, two-armed souls. Oh, that one there. That one there's got a crab hand. And it's not a claw, it's a crab for a hand.
It's not
two
even
claws.
useful.
Two pincers.
Yeah. And no one would miss them.
Well, everybody else has seen them. They'll know that they're here.
As one of them comes forward and says, "Are you here to save us, mistress? I'm
can't-
so hungry. I'm so hungry. I ain't eaten nothing proper for weeks. Are you here to save us, mistress?"
I can't even save myself, and she just turns on her heel and walks away. She needs somewhere quiet to think.
"Mistress, come back!" And you hear one at the back saying, "Fucking cunts like the rest of them." Do yourself a cool test.
Good job, she
If they're
doesn't
going to
have...
use bad language.
Did
like
we
that.
fail?
That was a 9, not a 90.
Oh.
I have lost the
You are
plot.
not
I
cool.
am not cool at all.
Hey, Ulrich, he's dead. You come down the stairs. Alamena wife, Gerhardt.
with him.
Are you staying, looking, going? Just before I deal with Elric and what he's about to say.
She's not going to leave him here.
So you and Alamena wife might be
as
still up there.
Elric, no, you should, as Elric is turning to go, you should come with us. That body had corrupt magic in it. It could be leaching out onto you.
Right.
Damn her sense.
Okay, that's yeah. All right. And I'm just taking just a quick, like, nice little learning opportunity here.
Have you got art sketching yet?
I do, yeah.
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 Do a little.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Good
Nice.
idea. Yeah.
Not very good at it.
You know what would be a
Everyone has to
really
start
good
somewhere.
idea? Then
Is it a
gifting
duck?
that sketch to
Is
Sigrid.
it a duck?
I'm
Is it a
sure.
man? One success. It's
One
definitely
success.
man-shaped.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's a weird
A lot of red.
Leonardo's man, but it's just everywhere. Yeah. I need
One
more red
Vitruvian
crayons.
sketch later, Elric, you'll be first out.
But growing up, Moore wouldn't have been a big presence in his life.
Moore's
They would
not a
have
big
had their
presence.
own funeral
Yeah.
rites.
They do, but they also have Morian funeral.
Yeah, but for him, he wouldn't really have experienced Morian.
No, not because he was distanced from anything that could be perceived as a negative in that light. He was too young as far as they were concerned. When funerals came around and people died, he was distanced. He was a kid.
So he wouldn't have even been able to attend it, like to know
Nope.
any words to say.
Nope,
No.
absolutely nothing.
He'll struggle just to try and say something that he thinks would be respectful for him, and then he'll leave the room.
Down at the bottom, Birdie is making short work of mutants. She's just carving over there, okay, with calm, cold efficiency, lopping off limbs, hearing screams and cries and not caring, until you see her turn round, having killed them all, some 15 souls. The same 15 souls that she had passed not that long before, because that's this very same ruin where you had moved up from the trapdoor into the main compound. But as she's turning around, her ears are bleeding and her eyes are streaming with tears. But her ears are bleeding quite badly. Something's gone wrong with the poor girl.
Yeah, he's gripping his staff and ready to fight her off.
Wise.
Fair.
Okay, cool test. There are, after all, more mutants to deal with.
Oh my god.
90 again.
I am on a rampage. This
There's
is
2 more ruins to
terrible.
go. As she stomps her way across the courtyard, determined, certain, you know exactly what she's about to do. She's doing exactly what you said you would do whenever you met mutants.
On one hand,
Yeah.
ethically, it's the right choice for him.
Another stress point, by the way. Yeah.
Understandably.
Hey, Birdie, not Birdie, pardon me, Alameda wife. You may.
Is Gerhardt coming?
Gerhardt, oh yeah, he'll
Yeah,
come down
good,
eventually.
good.
He's got
Fold
his
it up.
sketches and he comes down.
Dr. Flaster would have been interested to see.
Now mutants are running, and it appears that some of these outlaws both share your beliefs and don't. And it becomes quite certain why one doesn't, as you murder her mother.
Mm.
Outlaw attacks you. Wow.
That's fine.
Badly. Really badly.
6 successes.
-4. So yeah, you won by an easy 10 as she flings a punch at you, screaming, "Get off my already dead brother, mother, father. Who knows who you've killed? It could be all of them at once." Other outlaws are grabbing that one and trying to pull them away. What are you doing? Are you going to continue your outlaw killing? Or are you going to, your mutant killing? Or are we going to move to outlaw killing?
Do I have that much control?
Oh, of course you do. You can
Oh.
choose.
Continue with mutants then.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
start
here to
murdering
do.
them. The outlaws are holding
Free
back
them.
the other ones. Let's see if any crits are rolled for all this murdering and the screaming and the howling. No, apparently they're happy for mutants to be killed over there in Central Tower. They're the worst people ever. One day they'll listen. You come down to hear the screams and the shouts. The crowd gathered round as Birdie is butchering her way through innocent Imperial citizens who are also mutants. You made a very similar choice some time ago. Birdie was with you. You were in the town all the way back in Delbren. There was lots of mutants there, and you eventually decided to leave that to the local Lord of Delbrenhof to deal with. That was the decision. You remember Johann asking you what your choices were, and you effectively delegated that duty to someone else. You made no choice. And now someone else is making the choice. Murder. How does he feel about that?
Not
Father Leopold's up on the walls.
good. I'm also a bit like, what's
What?
he doing?
Well, marshalling defences, largely
right.
because you can hear them coming
Okay.
in the
Shit.
distance.
Yeah.
They're
Can we
quite
find-
distant.
Are there boulders?
There's lots of loose rock and
Rocks.
rubble down because a lot of the central courtyard is broken in many places.
Well,
It's
let's
an old keep that has not been tended well.
let's start
the
getting
last
people
100 years.
getting little piles of stones together.
Yep,
and,
yep.
and are they coming up the road or are they coming
They're
across the
about a
land?
mile and a bit away. They're
Yeah.
not going to be coming for a while, so you've got
Yeah.
lots of time to. And if they're
Yeah.
killing mutants, there's a part of you that doesn't care.
Yeah.
There's a part of you that needs to do a cool test though.
Cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, part of you just doesn't care. Yes.
I would like to. You know the wall on the other side of where the trapdoor is.
Yes.
She is like crouched head to the wall, like not in a good place, and she in Nipponese is trying to talk to her fox, and
Do yourself a prey test.
Cool.
What does the fox say?
What does the fox say?
Sorry. So sorry.
Read the room.
That was 5 successes.
Fox says nothing.
Yeah, I thought so. That's not gonna help, but it's also not going to deter her as she keeps just like praying, apologizing.
Tearing. Hey, Alamedawife. That's what you've come down to. Leopold stoically doing his job. Gerhardt looking on with a certain amount of, And he's paused. You can see he's reflecting. The screams. Oh, there's a child dying.
Okay, not.
What is happening here?
I don't know. Do you want to deal with Yume and I'm going to deal
Third
with Birdie?
set. They're now all corralled. Really easy to get to. Cool test.
Elric? Where's Elric?
If possible.
He's just come down.
Oh, 81.
Oh
Can
my!
you
Another
speak
stress
to-
point, please.
Can you stop her?
As she goes in and deals with the remaining ones. It won't take her very long, and they are indeed the youngest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we have any?
You can
agency
push
to be able
through
to
and
try and stop
Try
it?
to stop you. Do whatever you wish. Yes.
If possible.
Well, it's very
Gerhardt-
possible.
Gerhardt would
yeah.
put himself in between Birdie and.
You're going to have to march through the
child.
outlaws first, who are all gathered round stopping the other outlaws, who are related to the mutants who are in
Piss
here.
wank, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, there's quite the crowd gathered around this. You wish to order your way through, you can do so. It is grim. It is
All right.
grim.
Out of the way.
Leadership test.
Fine. Yeah. 4 successes.
4 successes. You are indeed higher rank. They part. Not quite as easily as the stone parts by that blade, but most certainly they part as they push aside and Birdie.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Bloody Birdie.
Bloody tip to toe. She's dripping in it, with a slight sluice underneath each of her eyes where she's crying.
Okay.
And there in the corner is the last of them. Your heart. Your cool test. Fuck.
No.
Stress point.
Okay, that's fine. There's a lot of those.
Birdie has her blade held up before. Well, it's a mutant. I mean, that one there has got a double earlobe.
And that's it.
Yep.
All right. Hand. I'm going to. Gerhard will put a hand on the arm that's drawn back, just to try and to pause her and turn her a little bit.
Contested strength test, because she is not going to stop in a hurry. She's currently on a murderous rampage.
This is your good.
This
thing,
is
right?
my. Yeah, I'm great at this. Yeah, you're all right. What'd you get?
4 successes.
Yeah, nice. 55.
Oh, you fumbled.
Yeah.
Goes back, whacks you on the nose. Blood splashes everywhere, and she skewers the mutant. As you, anyone else interceding or doing anything? No, doing the
I'm going
God's
to
work.
comfort Yumi.
Oh, you're going over to Yumi.
That's what
Ignore
Gerhardt
the
told me to
bump.
do. No, Gerhardt told me to do that.
They're finished. That particular plague on your soul is gone. This is how it should have been dealt with. That's what happens when you fail tests. You justify it. It's fine. You did the right thing. You're not going to be dreaming about this for weeks.
It's just another to add to the thousands.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a brag.
It's not.
The outlaws that are gathered around, some are crying, some are holding the others back. One of them is calling you a murderer. Okay. Hey, Gerhardt, you got bloody nose.
Yeah.
Thanks, Birdie. Looks like Birdie's managed to get both you and Elric today.
Right.
Birdie's on a rampage.
Let's
Having a
not
good day.
go on that then. Let's just try and call to well, just a pause on the rampage. Birdie, but I don't really know what I'm doing here. Stop. Just put it down for a moment. Well, you're done. You're done. It's done. Look, it's done. They've gone. That's it. They're done.
There might be some hiding somewhere else.
Stop.
In other rooms,
Please.
possibly. Cool test.
Oh, there's still the smithy, yeah.
Yeah. Let's rub that one in.
4 successes.
You can do whatever you want. You want to mutant hunt the rest of them?
No.
Why stop there?
Whose side are you on? You monster.
Famously, Elric is not a fan of mutants.
Yeah, famously.
He's consistent on
Well,
that.
that's true.
Yeah.
She stops and looks at you. She stopped. It looks like you got through to her.
Okay.
You've never seen her cry.
All right.
You've never seen her cry. Gosh, she's tall.
Yes.
She's really tall.
Right.
She looks like a goddess of blood.
We need to. Okay. Let's sort a bit of this out, shall we? Come here for a moment. Look at your hair.
It's a mess.
Yes, exactly.
Clotted through with blood.
Knowing how much care she takes of her hair as well, and you've got your fancy comb kit, don't you?
Yes.
And I've got a fancy comb kit and a mirror, so I'm gonna just be like, look at what you've done.
Pull out the mirror. Yeah. Oh, cool test.
Oh, those words. Those words. Oh.
0 successes, but a pass.
But a pass!
Just.
The tears flood free when you realise you don't know what you realise.
I'm a monster.
That might be what you concluded if you failed, but it's also might be what you conclude if you pass. It's a funny old world, the psychology. Is this what you were charged to do? You had a choice. Always had a choice. You always have a choice. You have free will. At least that was the point. Is this what free will leads you to? Does every single last mutant deserve to die? Is this like 200 years ago when Magnus made the Wizard Edict and all wizards were then suddenly allowed to live? But people like you just killed them all. Did you make the right choice? You now actually have a decision. Did you or did you not make the right choice in killing those mutants? This is your choice now.
Oh, Birdie's choice.
Birdie,
Yeah.
well, Birdie, your choice for Birdie.
She's just going to drop her sword and go to her knees and go, what have I done?
Quiet. She falls to her knees. Now you can handle that. Decent height.
All right.
Her bloodied hair kind of falls around.
And you're
her
a little bit
face.
surprised to see her actually thinking she's done something wrong.
Right.
You've never seen her anything other than convinced that everything should.
There is
That's
a
bit
lot of
unexpected.
emotional pressure currently happening around me, and I'm quite uncomfortable with everything.
Short-term ambition, learn how to give good hugs.
Probably. I've written down bedside manner. It's all part of the whole, career.
Physician.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's good. That's good. Let's sort this out, shall we? Let's get the hair sorted, because just to give you something to do.
All you can see is her shoulders going because she's just in
All right.
bits.
Just have this. There's my comb. All right.
At least the tears provide you with something to make it a bit easier to wash her face.
I'm going to find some water. You just start combing it out.
You might
all right?
not want to leave her because it's possible the crowd may go against her.
Well, we got 50-50 there, right? Some of them are against it, some of them. She'll be fine.
They're currently underneath your leadership of passing through and being the central figure of authority.
Oh, right. All right.
You're currently sitting in the centre, having calmed her down.
Shit.
If you
Okay.
leave, it's very possible the mob
Just
may
make
choose to
one
go in
of
a
them
different
go
direction
forward.
to your preference.
Yes. Okay, that's true. That's a good idea. Oi, one of you lot.
Leadership test, much better choice.
Water.
Yeah, leadership test.
Yep, fine.
Yeah,
Shall I check that?
Yeah, runs off.
What were you even thinking? You were about to go and do manual labour yourself.
Sorry, it's an emotional moment.
Shocking the moment.
I mean, forget about Birdie acting out of character. What is wrong with Gerhard?
Sigri comes up to the front wall and says, "You've got people down there, don't you? In the inner keep. Well, you got a choice. You're either going to be staying here with us, and they're going to set off the alarm, which means they're going to be ready, or you're going now."
I guess we're going now then.
We won't let them in.
While he's been up and looking, like, are there like murder holes and stuff like that?
Yeah, there is.
So he'll point those out as he's going. He's like, there's rocks there, and there. There's murder holes there. Maybe heat some oil up or something.
I know how to do this. You fucking murder every last.
We will.
You do not leave a stone unturned.
Coming from Midnight, like, is there like an Ulrican appropriate like thing to say?
The Ulrican thing would probably.
You know, like the Ulrican equivalent of like Godspeed or something like that. You know, like.
The Ulrican thing to do would be almost certainly say, "Do it your fucking self."
But she's doing this.
No, that's Sigmarite. The Sigmarite thing is to work in defensive blocks. If she's got a problem with them, she should be on the fucking front line. The fact that she's chosen not to, that shows just how much she's out of her head as well, just like everybody else is. The Ulrican thing really is, you should be in there taking your vengeance.
I mean, really, we should be swapping, but don't split the party.
But do you really want to be separate and then run off with the boat without you?
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. Well, he will say, you should come with us then.
I'll die if I do.
They might not.
No, they will.
But
on their fucking heads be it then. And she just marches off.
Right.
It's fair to say that you may now be, if we are assaulting the inner keep, on a time limit.
Yeah.
Having just lost the most capable defender, who is quite good at leading a defence, somewhat ironically, being an Ulrican.
Legendary charm.
Well, can he at least attempt to bark out some orders about things to give them the best fighting chance? No, but just to.
It's just going to be general orders.
General, like.
Yeah.
Battle language.
And battle tongue, which did you know? Yeah, absolutely.
And
fighting good.
And just like quickly, like things like there's the
she
rocks,
comes down the stairs.
There's the murder holes. Heat some oil up.
Sees the pair of you. Bellows at the Outlaws. No, she bellows. Get yourselves on the fucking walls. They're coming now. Come on. Worst. I fucking bubbled. I'm changing my dice. I can't believe I'm doing that.
I can offer you these.
Nope.
Loophole
Your
comes
dice are
jogging
cursed.
down. Is there a bell in there?
Was there a clear bell when we went into the West Tower?
You didn't spot one when you were going out through it, at least.
I don't know.
Because we should silence the clapper in case this falls.
Should just bear in mind that that's happened. That shit.
She'll see you.
Fucking
Pull
hell,
your
I've forgotten
fucking
her name.
self
Sigrid.
together.
Sigrid, thank you.
Hey, she's got 6 successes on a leadership test.
Okay.
So if you wish to resist it, and you can cool check your way through that whenever you want. But I think we've gathered by now just how good you are at cool tests.
Well, I can try.
Hey, why not?
6 successes.
Oh, nice. You can respond any way you wish.
Right from under her hair, there's just a...
Sigmar.
Or Ulrich.
Or Ulrich.
Ulrich! Yeah!
Tal's horn?
Horns. I mean, we got a good one for Tal's horns.
Well, maybe it's that. Maybe it's because they're horns, right?
Yeah, I like that. I haven't done a Tal's horn, but
Yeah.
Ulrich!
I mean, we should just say
the view of Ulrich.
she's got the
Yeah.
long matted hair. She's got the blood. She's doing that. I mean, she has never looked more metal, right?
It's probably a bit ruined because Gerhardt's trying to.
Very delicately working away on the side of his face.
Alamenowith will run into that central tower and see if she can see a bell. She's been in both of them and she didn't see a bell in either, did she?
No, she didn't. The floor above the bell is out of the front, and you can see from a balcony up there right down over towards the other. And yeah, you can easily cut that clapper.
I'll do it.
You have yourself your own clapper.
Chuck it at somebody.
I mean, surely it would be better to
I have a clapper.
get rid of the whole bell because
Then
they can
the bell
still
will be
bang
missing.
the bell. Oh, I see.
The bell will be missing.
Yeah, but they're gonna know
Plus-
when they break through the Outlaws.
Plus, a stolen bell clapper does sound like it might be an ingredient for one of your Elgu spells,
It
right?
does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it.
Hey, Gerhardt.
2 things.
Yes.
as I'm doing Birdie's hair, I'm just going to have a quick nip round and do some quick calculations to figure out how many knights fell. Supernumerate.
Supernumerate isn't. I mean, you really want it to be, but it's not.
It's counting. It's exactly that. It's
It's calculating.
There's a difference between calculating and counting.
Bit of both.
Anyone can count, but not everyone can calculate.
Can I make a counter proposal in his defence?
Yes.
That he could do that thing of counting a small number and then extrapolating the size and calculating how many that would average out to roughly.
You could, but no.
There
There
Are
are.
in the centre. Like, just take the time and count.
You're
it.
guessing.
We don't
You're
have the
guessing
time.
somewhere in the region of 18 of them down.
18 down.
Out of a total of what you suspect the garrison is about 50.
Yeah.
And from what you've been told, there's at least another 5, 6 sitting further in.
And
So-
then we counted 20 leave.
More than 20 in the end. It's almost
More.
30.
And some
yeah.
of them fell off.
So the majority of them are heading in now,
So then
and
in
most
theory,
of them
there's
are on
only
the
2
outside.
people left.
Well, you
there's
didn't have
50
exact
guards.
numbers, it was
Yeah.
approximate.
No, there's 7. Like Leopold knows. There's
So
7.
there's 7 in the
7
inside.
there.
Yeah.
We got, what, 2? Okay, fine. Just so we know what we're coming up against, so I'll inform everyone.
Right.
The other thing is Sigri moving away? And
Yeah,
sort of-
we need to go now.
yeah, I just want to do a quick law warfare just from a tactics position
Mm-hmm.
to call out, presumably Frank's second in command. Is it Frank?
No, it was Fred.
Fred.
wasn't it?
Fred, that's it.
No, he's not. He's
Is he a fighter?
he's a guy.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
All right,
Just
whoever the
guys
second,
now.
work here.
yeah, whoever the second in command is, just for best sort of tactics, 5 successes.
Oh, that's pretty dang good.
Because my thought is if we've lost the main line and a point of defense, like it should be a war of attrition, guerrilla warfare sort of stuff. Trap, trap, trap. Take some shots, move back.
the
More
traps.
traps. Take some shots, move back.
They're all out there hopefully doing their jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually. That's their instinct. And their instinct is wrong. Their instinct is completely wrong. They're in a position of massive defensibility. It's almost impossible to take unless they either scale it or somehow take out the front gate, which is exceedingly strong and also 3 deep. 1 gate, 1 portcullis, 1 gate. They have all of the advantages by not withdrawing,
Cool,
by putting
fine.
all of the maximum force with maximum effort, right down on top of them with stones, with boiling, anything they can get their hands on. The most primitive of defenses will almost certainly be their best. Concentrate it, keep on working at it, and be aware that what you're up against is not going to be hurt by basic arrows, as you've noticed. It does very little. Their heavy, massive whacks tend to do an awful lot more than light little tepid hits. So yeah, it looks like what the father was suggesting is good, but they were not well organized.
Just keep them set up.
So yeah, it's not more than about 10 minutes worth of repositioning. It's all kind of theoretical. It's not something you've ever done before. And to make matters worse, you kind of want to stay to see how it all falls out.
Makes
But
sense.
you can't,
Yeah.
because you've got something you need to do. Sigri requires a little bit of holding back over at the front gate for whoever's over there with her. I imagine that's the good father. That will require a charm test from you, or she's just going to belt it through herself.
3 successes.
Yeah, she's got 2 fails, so yeah, you've got her relatively easily. She's calmed down quite a bit, a little bit colder now, but yeah, she's good to go. Alamenawi's preference would be to literally sneak your way through the whole place, going step by step by step, and then getting out as fast as possible, preferably.
We could potentially do that. They don't know we're here, and they're on the higher floors. If we can sneak past those doors, we can sneak past the other doors as well, and they'll never know we're here.
Yeah, but then
But we're leaving them at our back then.
no, but not if we get an outlaw to close the doors behind us.
Yeah.
They're not going to
Although-
get through
yeah,
those
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, let's just do
We
it.
can take the barge if we need to get out.
On your side, you've had another thought. A little low warfare check at the side here. And that's that Sigri may also prove to be an absolutely marvelous distraction. Once you're actually in there, because once she's let loose, she'll go.
Yeah.
And that will potentially provide you with the cover that you need to go and do whatever it is you need. You've got a bigger purpose. Her purpose is effectively revenge.
We fulfilled our bargain.
Yes,
We've taken the
absolutely.
key.
You've done everything you need to do, and letting her loose is relatively sensible in some respects, because she needs to get that out of her, so to speak. Where you have got a bigger fish to fry, possibly more than one. There could be warp stone here, a huge chunk of it possibly here. Beyond that, there's also the possibility that there are witches here. And not having them alert is a good thing. So possibly ensuring both that you hover to be able to let loose and don't let her be let loose until the very last moment.
Yeah. And as an uncallous way to the father, he will try and explain that and say, don't forget that we have a bigger purpose here.
Oh, yeah.
As everybody gathers by the gate down to the south that leads over towards the central of the three bastions, the three keeps that make Wittgenstein Castle, looking at each other. Birdie is a bit of a horror show still. I mean, there's something to be said about getting a bit of a clean down, but it's a lot of blood and she has not had a bath. She's got a clear face, but her hair is still red stained.
I mean, ish.
I mean, let's see how ish, because we don't often get a trade grooming in the middle of combat.
Blood
Trade
is
grooming
hard-
test.
Oh, I
blood
don't
is
have
hard
that.
to
You
get.
don't have it?
No, I don't have
Marvelous.
I don't usually do this. Someone does it for me.
Where is
Usually me.
Lucas when you need him?
I'll tell you what I roll. 53?
On a dexterity test?
Oh, on a dex. That's almost as... yeah, no.
Yeah, you're a bloody mess.
She doesn't care.
Only 2 fails, right?
Only 2 fails.
No, I mean, it could have been worse.
Alan Menowith has trade grooming, but she's too busy doing
So,
other
other
things.
stuff.
So,
It's fine.
before we
I'll
move
go
through
bloody.
this last gateway, and you know where the clanky clank is to open
chunky
it?
chunk.
The chunky chunk. How could I forget that?
Called the
Named
land
it
of
wrong.
windlass.
So the chunky chunk that's over at the side. You know where it is because you were in that room killing one of those dudes who were in that room attempting to open it. Are we making any special preparations before we try to sneak our way along this bridge that chasms over
Do we
the
need to
chasm?
use the
pardon me?
Kachunka Chunk? Because Loophole was able to shut it manually.
Yes, he was.
Is he able to open it manually without the Kachunka Chunk?
Nope.
No.
Stuck.
Interesting.
Was it loud?
No.
Ask when the
While someone else is sorting the Kachunka Chunk, Loophole will have a listen to make sure that they're all still at their repose and not secretly waiting with their weapons out.
Come on. 31. Yeah, these dudes are the worst. 24. Oh, I thought that was 65. No. They're just one of them's still slurping.
Slurping something.
Brains.
It's probably Rodgard.
That's very polite.
Maybe they can't take the helmets
You may
off.
would like to disappear, please.
Forever.
Forever.
If you could.
Yes.
You ain't seen me right.
Do
Do the thing.
She'll disappear.
She doesn't disappear.
Well,
As far as she's concerned, she's still there. It's just no one else pays attention to the fact that she's there.
And
They
we're
just
completely
don't look.
numb to it as well.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, whatever.
You may somewhere, she'll be around. It is going to be one of those cry wolf situations one day where she's not there and she's actually captured, being tortured in the distance. But that day has yet to come. Anyone else make any particular preparations?
Birdie's gonna braid her hair out of the way.
The blood
Oh, rings out of it.
squeezes and rings out of it as you bind it into place.
Aye.
In many respects, that's almost like war paint.
you're
She
gonna
ties that in.
see us eventually, like when we get there. Such a sight.
But these middle guys might not. We might manage to
Yeah.
sneak past them.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, if you sneak by and you're on the inside, you don't even need to deal with them. If you can get the doors locked on the other keep on the other side, I mean, you've locked them out. They're basically completely separated, so that could be a good outcome. So is that all of our special preparations?
If anyone is watching Elric, he's gripping his staff, but his knuckles are like white. He's absolutely
Sigri
raging.
is with you.
Yeah.
She's holding her axe. And she's just waiting.
Loophole will impress upon her that the plan is to sneak past the guards because they're nothing to get to the monsters behind in the next one.
It's a good argument line to your charm test.
Ooh. 6 successes.
She nods. Aye, fair enough. Fair enough. Aye.
So do we go and get our boat?
Let's go. There's no point waiting.
Ready to go.
Who's doing the ka-chunk chunk?
Get one of
And
the
she
Outlaws.
goes, now! And the gates slowly open. as we end the assault on Wittgenstein's outer keep. And prepare for next episode, where we go into what is almost certainly to be a far less horrific Castle Within. Until next week, bye!